Draw your cards for 1, 2 hard. 3. I should bring up this thing.
I may be able to do that one at some point in this game. I may be able to do that one at some point in this game. This crap.
Well, I got one that's probably an easy shoe-in. One of them's got intimidation
Well,
on it.
We keep coming across this occult crap, but I only got like 1 rank of occult.
It will prove important.
I only put 1 point in there last time because I was like, damn it, we keep coming across this shit.
Yeah.
I always want one
You know,
guy.
when you get 3 cards that are easy to use, that is a perfect instance of your stars aligning. John, can you remind me what you chose for your Gesh and how you uphold it?
That's awesome. I forgot. You
The
are
Beast Gesh, and it gives a benefit to marksmanship.
What's the cash?
Okay. Basically, it's a rule that he has to follow. Beast makes it so that he can't willingly allow an animal to come to harm, right?
Or suffer.
Or suffer. And if he does that, like, if he chooses to help one of you two over helping an animal that's
Like
in
Mahawan?
harm, he'll break his Gesh.
Does Mahawan count, even though it's a legendary animal?
Yes.
Okay.
So while that is active, he and you guys each gain one bonus die to marksmanship.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
So long as you're within a certain range. I want to say it's 100 feet. I'm gonna check.
That's so cool. And that'll give me 2
But
dice.
if he breaks it, you and he both suffer a penalty to marksmanship.
So
Good
it's in
thing
the
I
interest
don't
of the
dep-
group to help Saoirse not have to do that.
She would rather like
Good
to
thing
not
I don't
like to
depend on
suck at
marksmanship.
I'm just imagining like the 3 of us just standing in a row with bows, just
Quick question, because I think I may have marked this wrong.
Sure.
So I had the cloak on there, and I had put the three
3 dots.
dots in it, and I took the brooch. Was there supposed to be 1
There should
point?
be, you should have 2 more. You get 5 dots total.
Okay, so it was 2 dots into the brooch.
yeah. What's in the parentheses next to your brooch?
Chaos mantle, and I had
Okay,
the moon
chaos
mantle,
and mantle. Yeah.
and plus the soak on the cloak.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 3 and 2.
So did any of you allocate your 2 XP from last session, or are you banking in?
I think I banked all the experience so far.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm planning to stock up and grab some epics, which I know will take a little while, but
Yeah.
Yes, 100 feet. And that gets better every time you guys go up in legend. It's equal to whatever legend you guys are.
Okay.
So when you're like legend 12 gods, you'll get plus 12 dice to all marksmanship.
and it'll be at
Oh,
12,000
cool.
feet, or what's that?
No, it's always 100 feet.
Oh, it's hard. Okay.
Yeah, so I think I did this one to where I can do a little bit of chaos stuff, but main stuff is the messing with the moon crap.
Right.
So, just a reminder on that, the fact that I put the 3 points with the moon mantle, that means I can use up to the level 3
Moon powers.
moon power, and the chaos one I can use up to the level 2 moon chaos, because I only have 2 points, 2 dots into that, yeah?
I'm sorry. If you've got 3 here, yeah.
Okay, 3 and 2.
Yes. So you can use the first 3 levels of moon and the first 2 levels of chaos.
Cool.
Did you want to use my tablet? For...
Actually, yes.
Okay, I think I turned it off. Let me just turn it back on.
I'm in the process of, got a laptop, but I gotta fix it because it has a virus or something on it. Something's making it run weird, and it's opening crap it shouldn't open.
And is Ukalek still fairly injured?
You know what? I have it.
I'm sure that he gained some more health
No, he's
boxes
great.
at
We
level
both-
up.
we
Both
both
have
did.
more health boxes.
Yeah.
I was sitting there just like, yeah, I got them right. I got the actual sheets right here. Gosh, let's see. Wait. Where am I? Yeah, I've still got 4 aggravated, but I've got. Let's see, 6 and 8 is 14 open health boxes.
Okay. So where before it was like you were on death's door, now you're just like this doesn't feel too good. But
I've got some like deep scarring that's gonna need to heal for a couple of weeks, but
Right.
I feel healthier than I was before. Like, yeah.
you're probably the equivalent of a couple weeks healed in a cast.
Yeah. It's like I can withstand more damage now than I could have before when not injured at all.
Yeah. I got like 10 open health boxes.
Something I just want to point out to you,
Sure.
just in case it
Chaos and
becomes
Thank you.
relevant at some point. I have 5 dots of conviction. So, if it comes up that you think I might be needing to make a conviction roll, that may actually.
Well, that's
there's
an interesting point. So why don't you explain to me what it is that, or
what Ukalik's conviction centers around? Or?
yeah. Well, right now, what is Ukalik's view on the quest that he's been given?
His view on the current quest is that he needs to make sure to distinguish himself in resolving the situation, so that the gods will afford him a lot of leeway and possibly even give him responsibilities that will help him on his climb in power.
Okay, so you kind of want to play it up like a brother of nature.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
You want to shine.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, not a problem. So in any situation where you may shy away, I'll ask for a conviction roll.
Okay.
Just so
Sure.
I decided to go ahead and spend my 2 XP, one on picking up the specialization of spotting lies under subterfuge,
Okay.
and foraging under survival.
Okay.
And those are
Sounds
both,
good.
you know, I forget what that means, but it's like, it's a specialty or whatever, so it's the cheapest, whatever. Anyway, so
Okay.
it's been so long I've kind of forgotten the terminology, but I apologize.
I understand. And, despite the fact that I'm still feeling under the weather, I was not going to call you guys short of, being tied to my toilet to put this off, because...
I thought about texting you, but I figured if you're going to wave us off, you'll let us know. So.
Yeah. I'm sure you were a little worried because you knew that I was out Thursday and Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're at least on the uptrend.
We'll see. I'm on Dayquil right now, so I can't give you a...
Fair enough.
Okay, so last we left, you guys had just undergone apotheosis to become Scions. You had a box that you had retrieved from the top of Mount Bloom, the volcano, that opened up after your dreams, and inside were your relics.
That's right, yeah.
And a little potion for Mahalan that
Yeah.
increased his size.
Yeah, he's nearly the size of a full-grown polar bear, but he's still shaped like a cub.
And from this point forward, we are very, very scary.
It's a polar bear cub big enough to ride.
Do you ride him most places now?
I still don't have like a saddle for him, so probably not yet.
Okay.
I don't want to give myself like the worst case of saddle sores ever invented, riding around on a fucking giant polar bear. Especially considering he's still a cub, and so he still
Giant
might
dwarf.
occasionally just be like, squirrel,
Yeah. Because he still has the mentality of a cub too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, with the accepting the fact that being legendary, he now has it's not here, a bunch of courage and devotion. But outside of that, it's like you have a 1-year-old polar bear that's just bigger than us.
So, if I remember correctly, when you awoke, one of the druids was gone. And the one that was left was the female, Elvis Magweir.
The deaf one.
I'm sorry?
The deaf one.
The mute one.
Oh, mute, not deaf.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one that just didn't talk.
And you know of your quest, so what is your plan from here? You were also told that the city you're in is supposedly the site of one of these devices that you're supposed to shut down.
I suppose we should
Start searching. the city.
start searching here.
What's our best way to search?
Night, dark, cover, stealthy.
So
basically,
early
stroll
morning.
around at night and look for.
You're gonna have to wait most of the day to look for it, though, because they brewed that potion at like dusk, and you guys slept most of the night with that dream. So
Well-
when you wake up, it's probably like 3 or 4 a.m.
How likely do we suspect that if we start poking around, we're gonna attract attention?
You really don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember any indication one way or the other.
But we knew that someone came by and erased a bunch of memories.
Yes.
Yeah, and we thought the thing he left in a basement,
Okay.
but we don't know if he left anything else. I mean, if he left that in a basement, he might have left something guarding the machine too.
Did we
Makes
want
a
to
lot of
go
sense.
by and tell the guy who keeps this town?
like the Baron? or-
Didn't we talk about
Baron?
talking
Yeah,
with the
it's
Baron
Baron.
at one point? We
That
want
might
to do
be-
that, or do we think he's in possible cahoots and had his brain fucked with?
Mahalan's, or not Mahalan, Kaylee's a little torn because if we talk to the Baron might be able to give us some sort of like leverage, like or deputization that we could like actually say, we need to search your home or something like that, and people wouldn't like. But by the same token, you bring up a good point. If the Barons had their mind screwed with, that's like the worst person to piss off because
Yeah.
they might set the guards on us or something.
How do
Well-
you feel about that?
So we, as characters, understand that there's been like this dimensional separation thing, and like we're cut off from the other members of our original party and stuff like
Correct.
that. And
Yeah.
In fact, what the thing that you know that might cause a little timidity in each of you is the fact that you are the only 3 Scions in this world.
And okay, right now I'm kind of leaning to the side that we should maybe approach the Baron, but do so cautiously and kind of be ready to go rogue if we have to.
Well,
Yeah.
who of us has the best social skills?
Depends on which social skill you're asking about.
Probably persuasion, etiquette, and
I have 1 rank in etiquette, 1
Like,
persuasion.
the nice social skills, not the
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
fuck you up
literally- I have
social
literally
skills.
no etiquette. My like presence persuasion is 4 dice. It's not completely terrible.
Is any? I guess the better question is: does anybody have epics?
I do.
Social skills.
I do, but
Yeah, he has 1 epic presence.
I have epic presence with persuasion. I could probably,
Yeah.
but I'm also the stealthiest, the most sneakiest of us too.
That's right. I forgot. The presence that you took. Did you define that as positive presence or negative presence? Are you scary or are you charming?
Handsome. Charming, yeah.
Or did you take the merit that allows you to flip it back and forth?
I don't think I took that. What merit would that have been? Because I doubt I took it.
Visage, great, and terrible.
I took horrifying presence.
Okay, so you're scary.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, unless you took my eyes are up here, you can't turn that off. So you're just scary all the time.
Take a few steps
Oh
back.
crap!
here.
I didn't think about that. So horrifying presence just makes me really fucking scary all the time.
Well, horrifying presence is like a step up. It's when you actually want to use it as a weapon.
Mhm.
But without my eyes are up here, having epic presence makes it so that people will always react to you. My eyes are up here. You can pay to activate it, and people will treat you as if you had no epic presence for the scene.
Mhm. And I mean, just I don't know your character all that well, but I mean, like, the way a psychopath would do it was actually would be the charming one, because you want to give people a false sense of security and then stab them in the back.
That would actually. Oh, that's
I'm
a
the-
better idea.
Well, actually,
Total sociopath who has epic presence and.
but
no one
that
knows
kind
he's
of
switched.
works for him because the whole idea for him is, if you see me, you're dead.
Yeah.
Right. And so by the time.
By the time you
So the
see
whole
me,
point
you're.
is you're not supposed to be seen, and when they do, then it's
Yeah.
Shit their
it's
pants.
already too late.
I'll have to think about that. So I'm probably not a good idea to go send. Although I could scare the ever-living piss out of him.
Tell me what you know.
Yeah, he's Batman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we all
I need a
went
sight.
together on an intimidate type role, we could probably scare the ever living shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
But
Um.
so that's
John,
a
how
good
much-
fallback, right?
how much,
Like if
uh,
it turns out that he's going to try to get us killed, we can at least intimidate all the soldiers into backing
Well-
off, maybe.
John seems to have better. I don't want to say. He'll probably have a better chance of talking with the Baron since he has pretty decent social skills. His etiquette is pretty.
Oh,
Is better than either one of ours, and he has a decent amount of presence, so the die pool is not bad. Persuasion, not so much. You can't, but we could probably send John in to try to
and if we do the
talk to
aiding
him while.
and if we do the aiding thing where like I
Well,
roll to aid, so
yeah.
should
Well, I was gonna say you two could go in there, and I could.
and then you could stand and
sneak
if,
around the back.
If things start going wrong, we could
Yeah.
call you in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So the plan is to, once the sun comes up, I guess, go in and
Yeah.
So,
try to find him.
could I get a refresher again on what we're trying to do as far as like these devices and things? And 'cause
The devices are what separated the worlds, right?
Mhm.
So,
So
we
we gotta
need to
shut 'em
find them
down.
and shut them down, I guess.
Do we
Yeah.
have any indication on what the fuck they look like?
Yes.
Oh, they look like the thing that we made at the thing.
The thing that you made at the party.
Yeah.
On like this big scale, like
The same
fit in your
scale that
pocket.
you built it on.
Mm.
Same scale we built it on.
Yeah. So big enough to be on a big stage play.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
we
you,
can.
you couldn't easily hide it.
It's gonna have to be in a large room.
Just a crazy idea. What if the device,
Mhm.
if we get a bird's eye view, and the
I
city is
bet
in the
you
shape
it's
of the
inside.
device? I'm just saying, that
That's
sounds
pretty-
like a great way of going.
Well, none can fly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can any of us see into animal brains?
No.
God damn it! What
This isn't
use
Game of
are you?
Thrones.
Yeah.
You?
No, but I thought the animal dude would take some kind of skill to take.
Yeah, the characters-
That's furriest, man. Not all furries.
Your character's pretty lean, right?
Yeah.
You know, lean,
Yeah.
lean sneaking machine. Okay, I have an idea of how to get a bird's view. You get on Mahowan's back. Mahowan launches you up, and then you shout what you see,
Well,
and
I know.
hopefully you don't hit the ground.
What's the
too
tallest
hard.
building in?
There aren't many tall buildings in this town left. Remember, this town is decimated by the eruption of a volcano several decades
Okay.
ago. Think about Pompeii being reclaimed. That's what we're looking at.
Okay.
So
Oh, they won't-
maybe 3 stories.
What are the largest buildings in this city?
Why don't you roll me
Investigation or
investigation? Is if you're going to look into that. If you know it off
politics?
the top of your head.
Not really.
I need a knowledge local roll.
local bullshit?
Well,
would warfare?
One of the most defensible buildings in the city.
sure. Go ahead.
Those would be the largest buildings.
Not always.
I guess
You can take a
intelligent.
really small building that's super defensible.
Wits
Like a
or
bomb.
intelligence?
So 30 feet
Question.
of stone on
Wits is if you can see it. Intelligence is if you already know it exists somewhere in the town.
Okay, so it'd be intelligence. Damn, because I had to pick that one. Okay, So 3 dice pool.
Well, if this doesn't succeed, you can always just go into town and make a wits one.
Wow.
Yeah.
The human
What are the odds I get?
So you're like, no, I don't.
Well, then I want to take a stroll and do an investigation. Like probably.
I mean,
I mean,
if we're
Saoirse
gonna-
can take a crack at it. She has warfare.
Oh, yeah, this is in warfare. I only just realized.
Then you can make a roll.
Yeah,
too.
like warfare is supposed to be one of Michaela's shticks.
Well, we succeed on 7s now. Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One success.
So 1, 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me bring up the page for the city.
Defensible buildings. Well, there's this one, and that one, and that one.
So I guess what should Saoirse be asking the Baron before we go in there?
Yeah. I guess we would be asking. I guess we would want to explain the situation and ask for some sort of official dispensation to investigate, so that we could use that as to ease our passage into buildings and stuff, right? And I guess ask if they noticed any weird things. Have you seen any large contraptions of approximately this shape? I have no idea, actually.
Okay, so you both know that the most defensible location is going to be the city hall. But with 4, you also realize that this being an impoverished city the way that it is, that is not going to be the most well-defended location. The most well-defended location is going to be the supply warehouses.
Makes sense. Interesting. So if we want, we could check out the warehouses on the way, and if we don't see anything immediately suspicious over there, then we could continue on and talk to the Baron. Is the Baron at the City Hall? Yeah.
You would think so.
Okay.
That's where you would go looking for a politician.
That's sort of what I figured.
That seems fair enough. We slip through and check the. So, those are the largest buildings, and those are probably where it'd be
And
more
supply
likely.
warehouses make sense because, I mean, we remember it took a lot of crap to build it.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go about getting there any quicker than normal, or are you just going to move at a normal pace?
I don't see any reason.
I don't see any reason to not move at a normal pace.
Okay.
Casual.
So since you guys were camping outside the city, you get into the city probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And a little surprisingly, you already see a number of people moving about the streets when you would think that most people would be asleep. Like, other than maybe bakers and city guards, nobody would be up this hour.
Right.
But there are a number of people already milling about.
To some random passerby, hey, why are you awake?
Work starts early. Are you not here for that?
What do you mean work starts early?
Well, we put in 12-hour days.
What are you working on?
The ash fields.
What in the ash? What exactly in the ash field?
Well, you're not from here?
What
I look
Just,
up.
just want to
language are you
confirm out of
using?
character. Had we not noticed people up this early before?
I don't know that you guys were
Oh,
necessarily in town at this hour.
Yeah, it's actually we
or
were
up at
sleeping.
this hour.
We were sleeping
Yeah.
at the inn before,
Yep.
Or unconscious from.
or on death's doorstep.
Yeah.
Hold on. They don't want us in the ash fields. They keep clearing the ash fields.
I'm
the
not
shit's
going in the
probably
ash fields
in
until
the
we
ash
pulled everything
fields.
else out. I don't want to drown in ashes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go into the ash fields. I'm saying wherever they're clearing to take to the ash fields, the shit's there. Because if everyone's out,
Like wherever they're shoveling it to.
no, wherever they're shoveling it from
So
to
the ash
the
fields.
ash fields.
No, they're taking it from the streets and putting it
Oh,
in the
right.
ash fields. They give the ash fields as a garbage dump.
Yeah.
So I would
It's like shoveling
almost
horse
say
manure out in the streets or whatever.
let's suppose before this shit erupted, that this device was already here. It erupted, and the person who came and fucked with their brains is wanting them to uncover it.
I don't know.
It's plausible because I mean, someone to fuck with the
Well-
gods and all that could have.
Well, not beyond the realm of possibility, just a reminder that the eruption was decades ago.
Who knows how long this person's been planning to fuck over the gods?
We need to come up with lots of hypotheticals, though. Let's go check the warehouses and then talk to the Baron and see where we stand. And hopefully that's not in a pile of bodies.
Alright, so you make your way to the warehouses, and you, sure enough, you see that they are very well defended with guards in armor with swords, which is a little odd when you think about it being Latorna, because Latorna is a pacifist nation.
Is this still dark out?
The sun is peeking over the horizon.
So,
Let's ask them if there's any like new warehouses that have gotten some odd activity recently, or like gotten new guards or something.
well, how many warehouses were there in the town?
There's a good dozen or so. This is you're probably in the warehouse district.
Oh. There's only a dozen. We might just. Well, they're not going to let us. Peek
Well, they're
inside.
substantially sized.
Yeah, they're not. They're not going to let us peek in.
If I took,
Most likely.
say, an hour just to investigate how many of them are defended as well as that,
Mm-hmm.
and then we look into the ones that are being defended, because those are probably the ones. If those ones are heavily guarded, then there's something in there they don't want people to see.
What's our method of looking into them, though? Like, do we start off by talking to them? Do we try to break in? I mean,
Stealthy. Break into it.
that sounds like a long process.
It's scout out during the daylight hours, map out, draw like a rough map of which ones are defended.
Ah, we're doing a heist movie. Cool. I got
Yeah.
it.
An Ocean's movie.
Rick is played by Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon! Boom! Okay.
So
I'll be the horrifyingly suave George Clooney.
So you're looking into it, and they're gonna.
I mean, if y'all have something I want to help look into it, that'd be.
Well, you also have the plan of going and talking to the Baron. So
Yeah.
are you gonna like do it in order, or are you gonna split up and handle it at the same time?
Don't split the party. That's my
Yeah.
thought.
At this level, yes. Don't split the party.
Yeah, let's just do it in order. Look at these first, then talk to Baron.
Okay. So I guess we're basically walking around the warehouse district, taking the lay of the
So-
land, and looking for clues.
Okay.
Wit's investigation.
Yeah, I think what's investigation?
So how does Epic work again?
For every dot you have, you add 5 successes.
So
Okay,
you have
so
one
it's an
epic,
auto
so you-
5.
All of 5.
Okay, so
I got nothing.
3, 4. No, 2, 5, 7 successes.
So, okay. That explodes. So 7 also.
Okay, so both of you get 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so the first few you look at are fairly well defended, but like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th one you get to, they're really well defended. Like they have twice the number of guards, and then everything past that point have like a skeleton crew.
Now, do they look like city guards or do they look like mercs that are hired by?
There are no city guards in this city that you've ever seen. Like they're not even wearing Latorn colors.
Okay, so
they're,
all
they're
of them.
almost definitely mercenaries.
all mercs.
What you can do is you can roll me either int academics or that's about int politics. I'll allow int politics if you got that.
I got 1. 2.
Ooh, explodes. 2 successes
1 success.
on politics.
Okay,
Academics.
so you know that there are a number of trade organizations that hire their guards out to people that they supply so that the goods are protected even after they've been delivered. And since Latorna is a pacifist nation, they take advantage of that quite a bit.
So, do we want to look into any of these, or do we want to kind
The
of...
ones that are extra heavily guarded seem like they might be worth a couple questions, and if those questions go poorly, maybe a revisit tonight.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So, which one do you start with? We'll just call them 1, 2, and 3, because there's really no difference that you can tell from the outside.
Start with 1, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sneaking in, or are you asking?
I think we should ask a couple of basic questions, and if they act suspiciously, then be sneaky.
Okay.
Come back later and be sneaky.
Somebody give me composure, empathy, or you could intimidate if you wanted to
Intimidate's always nice.
be a little forceful about it.
What are we asking exactly?
I think that we basically want to ask them, like, what kind of warehouse is this? What kind of stuff is stored here? Who are your employers?
Why is this one extra?
Yeah, like, why are y'all so much extra guarded? And if all of their... My thought is if all of their questions are F you, go away, then we try sneaking in later.
Hmm.
That's just my
So,
thought.
etiquette, composure? Or is that what you said?
Etiquette's if you want to be nice about it. You could use intimidate to kind of get in their face. I'll allow a number of different skills. However you want to play it.
I'm probably best rolling to aid, unless it's an intimidate roll. So.
Well,
How about
Composure?
presence intuition?
Geez.
Presence, intuition. God, I'm trying to figure out what that role would even be.
The way they look really makes me think. Or I'm so good looking that I know about these things.
I am a girl. I'm just looking at what's mathematically my best roll.
Right.
Well,
Maybe
presence
that's
persuasion
like, you
would-
just close your eyes and spin, and you just happen to spin it in like the right direction. There's something over there, I think.
Got a quick question. So, since I'm supposed to be like horrifying me all the time,
Mm-hmm.
if I go up and try to do any persuasion, they're going to be
Automatically put off a little bit.
automatically.
You don't
put off.
suffer a penalty, but they will gawk at you. They will stare. The way we usually play it is their mental defense is subtracted from whatever your epic successes are, and it takes them the number of successes left as additional seconds to like reply as they stammer. So if they've got a mental defense of 2 and you've got 5 auto successes from presence, they stammer for about 3 seconds before they finally spit out what they say.
Okay. So, one of y'all want to try first, and I'll come. Because
I mean,
I
the
can
reason-
use presence persuasion to talk them into the building, which
The reason I was suggesting intuition would be
Gives
like
me-
judging by their reaction, like what do I intuit they're saying, you know?
So,
Then read
so
between-
basically trying to make a roll more about our judgment of what their response rather than
Yeah.
what we ask them.
yeah.
That's a good point.
I got 6 dice with 5 auto successes if that fails.
I mean-
John makes a really good point. Since we're really trying to judge their reaction rather than get them to actually tell us the truth, intuition.
You could
Like
definitely-
composure, intuition, maybe, or
Yeah,
something.
composure, intuition, maybe.
Yeah, I would allow that.
What do you have on that? 4 or 5?
I got 3 on composure and 2 intuition. So.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll to aid you since
Okay.
I've also got 5.
Before you roll, let him count his success.
So you get 2 extra dice.
Add 2
Dice.
dice to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, there's so many of you. What's up with this? So, 4 successes total.
Okay. So you kind of get a snicker as a comely lass approaches and feigns ignorance, and what they tell you is, oh yeah, we're just we're protecting the food stores that are in here, and they seem pretty on
That's a power I have.
So you don't think that they're necessarily hiding anything.
Okay.
Need to get the eyes up
And-
and shift to a female.
I have the thing for spotting lies. How would I?
You get an extra die, so you go ahead and roll one more die. Still seems the same. So you think here at the first warehouse, they really are just protecting food.
Yeah.
I guess we can go to the second one and
Yeah.
do the same routine.
Yeah.
Roll into A. 1 extra die for you.
Okay. One success. Not as good.
They tell you the same thing. Did you roll your extra one for?
No. Yeah.
They tell you the same thing, and you feel the same way.
Okay.
There's food and
Check
Yeah.
the third one then.
Okay.
One extra die for me.
Okay. One success.
success. They tell you that in this one, instead of food, what they're protecting is there's a shipment of heavy blankets and woolen goods that are supposed to be for the coming winter, and they seem on the level about that as well.
Okay.
So like, well, none of them seem suspicious, so we either ignore all 3 of them or break into all of them tonight. As far as I can tell.
Well, the odd man out seems to be the woolen goods, so maybe
That's
we
true.
should
Maybe we start there.
prioritize that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, sweet talk. See if they'll let me go in.
Didn't we just discuss how hard
Sweet
sweet talk is?
Well, okay. When I say sweet talk, I really think of the other polar opposite.
Sour talk.
Oh, if we're gonna intimidate them, my bear can.
I'm not talking about intimidate. I want to presence persuade their asses to let me in, or they'll never see their. It's gonna be a.
That sounds like intimidating. As soon as you start saying you'll never see, you'll never see Blink again.
Presence persuasion would be like, you know how I got these scars?
Yeah.
I can show you.
Or I could just sneak in there. I mean, I have more dice doing that than fucking
That works
asking
too.
to go in.
Are you decent at investigating once you get in?
I have at least 1 point, and
If it's
wits,
wits,
yeah, it's
yes.
wits. I got 5 auto successes.
Okay.
So
If I was in your team, I would totally vote for a yes on that. If you're willing to split the party, but
I mean, Caleb could stay outside and be the. And I don't remember Saoirse's. I think Saoirse has some stealth.
I believe she
What?
does. as
And does have
well.
epic dex, doesn't she?
She has 1 point of stealth and 4 points of dex plus 1 epic.
Yeah. I think the 2 of you sneak in, and Caleb and Mahoan outside, if they hear something, can crash through.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Well,
And she
Well-
can investigate too.
and we'll see when John gets back.
Now, when we activate any powers, we have to use legend, right? And you spend
It
the
Depends on the
says-
power.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you spend the legend, then
Then it's
it,
gone.
then it's gone. Okay.
Until the next storyline.
Yep.
Okay, and the only way to get legend is go find legendary places other than storyline.
Which are very hard to come by in this world because the world's been around for 500 years. Aren't many legendary places?
Okay.
So something we were thinking is the 2 of you are really good at stealth. and investigation. And we came with McCowan could be like right outside, and with McCowan, I mean, like we could basically literally come crashing through the door if there was an emergency.
Mhm.
So the thought was, if you all stealthed in and investigated, that might be a way to start checking it out.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm definitely no good at stealth.
5, 3, and 10 auto successes.
Dex stealth.
Yeah.
Dex stealth.
Bring up these quote city guard unquote stats.
So we're checking out the woolen goods.
Yeah, you're
thing.
gonna, the plan was to start at the last one and work backwards.
Yeah.
One, two, three, 4. I got 14 successes.
4, 9 successes.
They got 2. So this is your first experience of being just amazing. Just to give you an idea of how well you did, at one point you maybe feel yourself step on a twig that should have like broken and snapped and given yourself away, and like the twig just doesn't snap. You're so light on your feet. So you get in, and go ahead and roll me wits investigation.
Oh, I forgot to have my boots too. That would have added another die.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So wits
So one
investigation.
explode. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 successes.
1. 7 successes.
7 and how many?
8.
8. Okay. So the first thing that you notice when you get in is that a sound and a smell come to you, and it's something that as soon as you register it, you're like, oh, okay. Apparently not all the wool is actually been collected. There are actually sheep in here, and they're milling about. But once you actually start poking into crates and stuff, you notice that there's also been some wool that has been collected. They're not lying. There are some blankets and stuff. You do also find a number of flasks of oil and kerosene lamps.
So just memory-wise, how would memory to kind of remember back to the
Memory
items
is
that
in composure,
in composure?
and you only have epic spots. You have your highest epic.
I don't have epic on either one of those.
Okay.
And 2 successes on that to try to remember the kind of things that we use to build the first. If the care.
Nope. Nothing in here really should be used for building that.
Seems like straight up winter supplies, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh, GTFO out of here.
Yeah.
I won't ask you to sneak back out. I mean, you have enough epic that that'll probably not be a big issue. But go ahead and try sneaking into the next one. They get 1 success.
So don't explode any ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15.
When you add legend, it's adding a die, right?
Yeah.
The number, the
Yes.
die.
Yes.
So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So you both get in, no problem. Go ahead and give me let's investigate here.
Only got 5 successes. Only because I had to.
7 successes.
Okay, so you're looking around, and there's a lot of salted meat here, a lot of vegetables. You also find a couple of crates of seeds, and you're just about done when Sergio, your foot finds a creaky board as you step on it, and you feel it flex, like maybe there's an empty space underneath, which provokes you to kind of look underneath, and sure enough, that floorboard is removable, and there's a crate down there, which when you bust it open is full of weapons.
Ooh, what kind of weapons?
Pretty normal stuff. There's swords, a couple of daggers.
Does any of it look better than the shit we were?
What do you got?
Brass knuckles, gladius, short bow, throwing knives, shurikens.
Let me bring up.
Armory of crap.
Something better than a machete? I love something better than a machete.
I think we can do that.
If we can get another gladius, I'll steal it for you.
If we get a long sword, that'd be beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I took the gladius because the longsword wasn't as good as the.
So
The
there
gladius.
are gladiuses
You know what? I don't know what's
and maces, hatchets.
Everyone needs
and
a
daggers.
hatchet.
What was the last thing you said?
Daggers.
I will slip away with a gladius and a hatchet. Everyone needs a hatchet. What's the stats on a hatchet,
A
though?
hatchet has 1 lethal damage, size 1, durability 2, cost 1, and you can actually throw a hatchet as well with
Cool.
Dex Athletics.
Cool.
Do you need a pencil?
Yeah, I got one in my bag.
Lethal damage 1,
Yes.
accuracy 0, I assume.
Yes, everything has accuracy 0 nowadays.
Yeah.
Unless you have a relic that has a bonus on it.
Yeah. The only actual upgrade from gladius to machete is 1 more durability, but
Oh, is it?
yeah, but that's still worth because it means less likely somebody could break my sword.
And it has $1 of cost more, so if you go to sell it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so there are sneaking weapons into place.
Into a pacifist nation that
Mhm.
generally does not have armed town guard.
Note to
There
self.
are no marks on this crate at all.
So, untraceable where place of origin.
By normal means, yes. Do any of you have any ranks in craft?
Yes, I actually do.
I will let you roll Wits Craft to appraise it to see if you can tell where it's made.
1 success plus 5, so 6 successes.
Okay, so interestingly enough, this looks like metal smithed in the Latornian Kingdom, but you have never seen weapons made with it.
Is there blacksmiths in Latorna?
There are blacksmiths.
Yeah,
I mean, there's always a need for blacksmiths, but
We bought
it
armor
is
here.
against the law to make
In-
weapons of war in
In
Latorna.
politics, is there a resistance against the pacifists? And
Okay.
I was also just about to ask, like, would it be politics or warfare to know who might be most likely to
I
want
didn't get
to
any
arm,
successes on that.
infiltrate? Would it be politics or warfare?
Politics.
Damn,
I got no successes.
I got one.
There is an organization in the city of Gungaria. With 1 success, that's all I'm giving you.
Okay.
You know that there is somebody that wants to arm Latorna somewhere in
Okay.
the capital city of Latorna, which this is not.
Yeah.
So what that tells you is that the push is so strong that it has reached out to the one other Latornan city.
Okay.
Okay, move on to the third.
Well,
perhaps.
yeah, we'll note this one.
Because this is interesting, but it's not exactly what we're here for.
We'll note it only because they could possibly be also helping to build the thing.
That's true.
If they're arming,
Gives you leverage with somebody,
Yeah.
one way or the other.
yeah, who owns the building?
It's owned by the government,
Oh, it's all government owned.
Yeah.
It's not.
but the guards aren't government.
Yeah, they're
That's
Blackwater.
fucking-
So-
this world.
Somebody is smuggling weapons into the city.
Okay.
And it might be the government,
Mhm.
which makes you wonder if it's.
I will just gloss over the third warehouse. It is exactly what they said it is. You start looking around. There are no weapons cached here at all.
Okay, so being extra guarded wasn't quite the indicator we were hoping for.
I guess to the Baron.
Also, just a side note, we restore the boarding and whatever, like, minus the stuff we took. I hope no one notices.
Oh, okay, yeah, just kind of spread it out.
Yeah.
Well, there's no inventory list, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess at this point, let's go talk to the Baron while it's still daylight.
Oh, you succeeded on an intuition if you wanted to flip that over. You haven't used any willpower though, so.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
And if we go talk to the Baron while it's still daylight, and if that's yields us nothing, then we can still come back and check the other warehouses at night, when it'll be even easier.
We'll check the one with the weapons at night. More because that's
Well,
probably
and then we
gonna have
could
the
even
most-
check like the ones that weren't.
Oh
heavily
yeah, yeah, yeah,
guarded.
yeah. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean, if we want to check back at that one at night, just to see if we can find out who we can leverage.
Well,
Sorry, I thought we were
if
raiding that at night. But
the Baron doesn't yield any responses immediately, if we catch the people who are trying to overthrow him, he might be more willing
That's
to.
a good point. If he's just resistant to giving us any help, we might be
Yeah.
able to bribe him, basically.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds like a good plan.
So you head to City Hall.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds like it.
So you get to City Hall and you see a number of people milling about. By this point, you're mid to late morning because you took some time to investigate those warehouses. But you don't see anybody guarding the City Hall or anything, so you could walk right in if you wanted to. And when you do, you see somebody look up from a desk and says, "Yes, can I help you?" He's got a big book in front of him, and he's got a quill, and he seems to be taking measures of something.
We are Scions, and we are here to speak to the Baron.
Scions. I'm not familiar with you. I'm sorry. The Baron is not.
Sooner would be better than later.
Well, the Baron is not here presently. If it's sooner you're looking for, he's out working. You could probably find him. Let me see which part of the city he's working in today. And then he gives you a street name, which none of you recognize because you're not from here. But he can give you directions. He'll draw you a small map on a piece of parchment.
Sure.
that we appreciated.
Okay. And I think that they make a point of getting your names if you're willing to give them, and like filing it. You can tell if they're filing it away. Like, oh, Scions, I better keep this.
I think Ukalik will even specifically say Ukalik, son of Amhariset. Am I saying that right?
I'd have to.
I think I have it written down.
Anchorship.
Anchorship, yeah.
Do you give your real name?
Nope.
Or do you give them Kylar? Or is Kylar your real name?
Kylar is his real name.
Okay,
I'll
so-
give him some other name.
Okay.
Another one on the long list of crap.
Okay.
I won't take time.
I'm Bob.
Yep.
Saoirse, daughter of Kathleen.
Off the
It's
bodybuilder.
a pleasure to make your acquaintance. If for some reason you miss him in the streets, I will let him know that you are in the city and wish to speak with him. So you go about following your map to wherever he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you do, you pass a number of wagons towing away just loads and loads of ash. And as you approach where they're coming from, you see probably 36 people working in the streets, just shoveling ash into wagons, moving things away from reclaiming part of the city. And amongst them is, in sparkling white robes, untouched by the ash, is probably the most beautiful normal man you have ever seen. I'm sorry, not man, male fae. And there's not a touch of sweat on him either, but he is right in the deep of it, shoveling with other people.
Oh, what's that map called? Oh.
Yeah, he's got that.
I look fabulous.
Yeah, it's the one where like somebody could beat you senseless and you still just stand up and go, I'm on the brink of death, but I look fabulous.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, all right, I guess, like
I
plan,
am
you hang back.
Purposely going to go out of my way to try to slink into any shadow to be unseen,
Okay.
so not to fuck with.
I'm not going to make you roll. It's easy to do that. There aren't a whole lot of people. Like I said, there's only about 36 people plus wagon masters.
Plus, it might play into an intimidation roll if I need.
Yeah, just like, would be really good is if you could sneak into the ash and then just emerge from it.
Probably could.
Just hold your breath.
I get 10 autos.
Yeah, he has 2 ranks in physical perfection.
Wow.
Right.
So you don't have to really announce yourselves because you're moving in the company of a full-size polar bear. And a couple of people just kind of like pause in their work and turn, kind of wipe away their brow. And when they do, everybody else seems to pause and look as well, including this individual who turns, kind of cocks an eyebrow and moves towards the two of you and says, Scions?
Yes. Come on, sit.
I am Baron Winnan Ilmers. Is it me you are looking for?
Indeed, sire.
Well then, grab shovels. We can speak while we shovel.
All right. What role is it to show everyone up at shoveling? Strength athletics?
Strength athletics, yeah.
Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. 8.
1, 2, 7.
So we're just
So yeah, between the two of you, you like fill a whole wagon while everyone else is kind of. He does not address you, so like at some point after a couple shovels, you realize that he's just waiting for you to talk about whatever it is you're here to talk about.
I guess I'll roll to aid your roll.
So would it be presence persuasion or something, or?
What is it you want to speak to him about?
I think we want to find out if he knows of anything odd in the city, such as buildings changing ownership suddenly, or strange purchases, stuff that like basically we're looking for stuff that might tell us where the machine is, right?
Mhm.
So it would be strange purchases, such a even of land, and yeah, I guess that's the main thing, right?
Okay. I think that's going to be composure etiquette. And then I'll let you roll whatever it is you've got your lies on. What do you
Subterfuge, actually.
It's on subterfuge. Okay, I'll let you roll that afterwards to tell us who's lying, if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
I give you 3 extra dice.
Cool.
Somehow. I don't even have a dot in etiquette.
You're just so impressed that like a person in power would be down in the.
You know?
It does seem odd, though.
Leading by example. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but if he has that much physical perfection,
5
he'd be a little
successes.
hoity-toity and...
5 total, no epics.
Yeah, no epics.
So the two things that really jump out to him that he lets you know about are the singers of the song have been trying to purchase some of the land that they are currently using for the ash fields, with the caveat that they will move some of that ash to another location that's been undisclosed as of now. But they their land at the base of the volcano abuts the ash fields, and you could obviously see that they where they would want to expand to is where the city has chosen to put all the garbage.
Right.
So that seems pretty obvious to you. The other thing was, he said it wasn't an acquisition, but I was informed to an event that I can only assume the two of you plus perhaps a third individual was a participant in. I heard that there was a Scion by the name of Grog who came to the city recently, and my he wouldn't say spy masters, but he'd have like a fancy word for like
My assets.
Yeah, his eyes told him that there was a building that had some suspicion that is currently cordoned off now.
Where we were.
It's probably that house, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can tell that he wants to say something else about it, but because you're in the company of plenty of other people, he's kind of being polite about it.
We should ask to speak with him, not in front of. Set up a time for that.
Might we arrange an audience with you the next, when you're next available at the city hall?
That will not be till late this evening. If you wish, we can take dinner together.
Seems fine.
We would be honored, my lord.
Okay. And I'll leave it up to you how long you continue to help him.
Well, fill another wagon. We go. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do with the rest of your day?
Sleep, because we're gonna have a long night.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. If we talk to the Baron and nothing good comes of it, then we were planning to have a long night, right? So
Yeah.
maybe catch a nap.
Okay.
All right.
So, cue Final Fantasy sleep music.
Restroom.
So, if we put clown makeup on Kylar in his sleep, he'd be a really, really scary clown.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I suddenly want to make Kefka and Scion. Just tons of presence, manipulation, and composure.
While I am not necessarily the biggest fan of Final Fantasy VI, I do think that it's the first Final Fantasy they should focus on for a redo into somewhat modern graphics.
Oh yeah.
Because with sprites, I don't think you're really supposed to know just how scary Kefka's supposed to be.
Right. Yeah. But you see like the concept art and stuff like that and go, holy shit.
Yeah, he's got very pointed features.
Yeah.
He's kind of like the Joker, but in more garish stuff.
Right. And the Japanese do horror very well. Actually, there's, like I mentioned, I was playing Dark Souls, and Dark Souls is based on a prior Japanese game, if I remember right. And so it has some of their sort of horror tropes in it a little bit. And I just today got to some boss fight that is, I think, supposed to be kind of a joke, like a little bit tongue-in-cheek. There's this like giant sword stuck in the ground. You walk up to it, and this wolf, like the size of two houses put next to each other, jumps up and picks it up in its mouth, and then proceeds to try to fight you with the sword in its mouth.
Okay.
And it's just like, what the hell is going on? Like the whole rest of the game is like this dark, decrepit, undead zombies and skeletons. And
Why is there a
weird
wolf
ghost thing.
fighting?
And then it's like a perfect, like, just a perfect wolf. A big furry, like, yeah.
Interesting.
With no explanation whatsoever.
Nope. None that I've noticed.
Okay.
What game was that?
Dark Souls.
Oh,
The original.
Yeah, I haven't played that.
I don't know if that's part of the expansion or not, though. Yeah, it was on sale like a week or two ago, so I got it with the expansion.
Cool.
I described it to the other Adam as really frustrating heroin because it's like I died. Shit, I gotta do this again. Died. Shit, I definitely gotta do this again.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys take a nap. Do you guys go all the way back out to the camp with where the druid is, or you just kind of like find a shady spot?
Well, no one knows about the room in the inn.
There's still a room in the inn that no one else can see.
Still fucking go there.
So we just walk in, hey, sup? Walk down the hallway and disappear.
So
the Mahawan
doesn't fit in an inn.
let me double
easily.
check what size. What actual size?
He needs a
category.
stable.
Is he? If he's bigger than 6, he doesn't fit easily.
I don't think he's bigger than 6. I think he's either 5 or 6. Why don't I have it on here?
Small pedantic point, but I remember that room kind of smelled of death or whatever, and that wigged your character out.
It only smelled of death in that he was using his merit.
Mm.
Like, because he's got acute senses.
Uh,
He could always just, put something over his nose.
I was thinking if Saoirse could pick up flowers or whatever, or
Yeah,
something to
that works
counteract,
too.
Okay, he's actually size 5 because he was size 3 and he got giant blooded 4 points.
He fits
So,
fine then.
so he's actually just a polar bear the size of a human being.
The inn was built to accommodate size 6 comfortably, but size 7 does not fit. Yeah, it would have to squeeze, and size 8 just won't.
Yeah.
So you guys go back to that back room, and it being a couple of days later, that smell has started to already dissipate some, and with the flowers, it just doesn't bother you whatsoever, Ukil.
That's nice.
And you chill. You're a little cramped with a polar bear and 3 people in a room for 1, but not a big problem.
That's cool.
And I assume you sleep in shifts. Sleep in shifts. Nap. in
Sure.
shifts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whoever gets last shift wakes up, wakes up the other horse and says it's starting to be sundown, or sun has gone down, so maybe we should start moving towards City Hall.
Mhm.
Seems all right.
You get there, and you see that there are a number of people that you recognize from having worked out in the streets, along with 3 or 4 times their amount, just gathered around eating simple stuff like bread with a bowl of broth or something. They all seem to be eating the same thing. You see a couple of people with pots kind of ladling it out to people, but you don't see the Baron anywhere.
Let's ask somebody where he is.
Normally he's out here, but I assume he's inside for some reason.
Well, we did ask for private audience. And
Yeah, so I guess we
Go in.
head in.
Yep.
Okay. You step in, and that same person that was at the desk says, "Oh," and he addresses you each by name, except for you, who he addresses with the name you've given him. And you're like, "Yes, I am totally that person." He says, "Right this way. The Baron said that you wished a private audience with him," and he takes you back to a dining room in which there have been places set, and the Baron is standing there reading something, and as you come in, closes the book, places it on the table, and says, "Please, take a seat." And as you do, he sits, and you're all served, not an elegant meal, but definitely better than bread and broth, but small portions. And he says, "So what is it you wish to speak to me about?"
So a quick out of game retcon to back at the hotel. Like, so do we want to bring him up to speed on like what we encountered at the house that's probably now cordoned off, and some of the
Not everything.
not everything.
Well, I think it is. I think we do want to bring him up to speed about what we're looking for and why.
Yeah.
Because if he's seen anything, like it's going to be easier to just describe it and ask him if he has any clues for us, rather than try to figure out the right questions, right?
I'd say enough to give him the gist, but not in excruciatingly detail.
Yeah. We don't want to spend all evening
Yeah.
recounting the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned the house and it's what was inside of it, and who you think it belonged to, and the fact that you're looking for something.
Yeah.
We should kind of leave out the fact that the worlds were split into three, because
Yeah.
he probably
Yeah.
wouldn't believe us at all and
Yeah.
think we're all mad.
Or might overreact even if he did believe us. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe we leave that part out, but I think we need to describe the device.
Okay, so you're looking for some kind of
We're looking for a
Doomsday.
device. This
double
is-
sphered.
Yeah, this
device.
is roughly what it looks like.
And if we could get official sanction to do that, that would be most helpful.
Yeah.
He would be happy to assist you in whatever way you feel is necessary. I can give you a writ of passage throughout the city, so long as you respect the private domiciles of individuals.
Define respect them. If we
Well-
need to enter them to search, would that be disrespectful?
If they do not allow you, even after you have presented the writ, please find me and we will negotiate a situation in which they allow you to enter. I do not foresee this being a problem.
Okay.
When you mention the house, though, you can see the same look that he had in the street, in which he didn't want to discuss things, crosses his face, especially when you mention all of the cadavers that were there. And I'll let you roll wits empathy.
Don't have empathy.
5 successes.
You can almost tell that he is trying to hold his food down.
Yeah. It was nice.
We were there. We know.
And this is with his 2 ranks of physical perfection. He says that they did remove the cadavers and perform all Pantheon rites for them, and they are buried outside the city now. But other than cordoning off the building, we have done nothing else with it.
Suppose we could research the building. As in, search again the building,
Yeah.
and then continue from there.
Yeah. Now that we have investigation skills.
Right.
I was led to believe that the house belonged to
The innkeeper.
the innkeeper at the Half Glass Full. She has been petitioning me to return the house to her, but with it being a site of such dark happenings, I have been mulling over the idea of providing her a new domicile and deconstructing the old one so that we do not have untoward spirits or ghosts of the dead possess the domicile for future residents.
Providing adequate compensation might be the best move, since we know she's been, compromised somewhat anyway.
Do you mention that to him?
She might just say, providing suitable compensation might be the just course of action, and she kind of wink at both of you. I like to.
Okay. Do we want to test the Baron for...
Sure.
How would we go about testing?
Well, we could test the same things we tested before and just see if the Baron had seen this guy. Baron, have you seen somebody by the following description?
No. And you can roll me
Subterfuge.
with subterfuge. See if he's lying to you. So you get an extra die.
Yeah. Well,
You're just on fire today.
Not having dots
So-
and things is the pro strat.
So what were we trying to roll again?
With subterfuge.
Which
And if you have
subterfuge?
detect lies specialty.
I don't have that, but
5 successes there.
6 successes.
You think that he's on the up and up, that he doesn't really know anyone. In fact, if what you have learned about him is true, if he keeps as busy as people say he does, doing what he does, he would have very little reason to even run into somebody like that.
Okay.
Should we mention about the weapons and the uprising and the...
Let's not bring that up yet.
Yeah.
play that as
I-
ace in the hole?
I figure that's better kept for, Ace in the whole situation. Kalik's also not of the personal opinion that our quest requires us to intervene in that circumstance. It's politics.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if there's money to be made, we are broke.
Kalik would argue there's more money to be made not bringing it up than bringing it up.
Yeah.
There's more money to be made going to those guys and going, you need better guards. What you need is security consultants.
Yeah. So Saoirse's like, I like this hatchet. I don't want to give it up.
This Gladius is much better than my machete.
Okay, so unfortunately, he has not been able to provide any information on where this item could be.
Well, we can go back to that house because we didn't actually search it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're kind of busy.
So we
got
can search the
ambushed.
house really quick and see if it's like under the blood-covered floorboards in the basement or something like that.
Yeah.
And then if that's not it, maybe search the rest of the warehouses.
Maybe.
Sounds like a plan to me.
If that's
Yeah.
not it, I don't know where to go.
The cult people.
Maybe search all of City Hall.
That. Or start talking. There's the singer of songs and then the fire
Yeah.
people, yeah.
Yeah, that's who those are.
I think, yeah, those are the Prometheus worshippers, right?
Yeah, we can talk to the crazy people.
Let's leave that for last. We had to talk to them once already, and it involves like a volcano asking us intimidating questions.
Yeah.
No one's killing us.
So since you guys napped, is that your plan after you finish dinner with the Baron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Make a night of it.
He gives you. He asks if you require 3 writs, 1 for each of you, or if
Yes, please.
1 will be enough.
3 is best.
Okay. So he takes some time and pens 3 writs and seals it in wax with his sigil ring and provides them to you. It says that if you find anything of particular interest, he would very much like to know, since whatever goes on in his city is of interest to not only himself but the king,
Noted.
who you know is a god.
It's true. And by being a god, is purportedly cut off from this world right now.
Well, not cut off, but purposely not interacting with.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. So you find yourselves on your way back to the house, and I'm sure Kylar and Ukalik get a slight shiver down their spine as they approach it. Even Sorsha might not feel like this is a good place.
No.
Oh, on a side note, would we have recovered any boxes of health?
It's only been 1 day.
Oh, okay.
Aggravated
So
recovers in like weeks.
Yeah.
weeks. Okay.
Do you have X's in there?
Yeah, I got 4.
Oh, that's right. He is lethal.
Lethal is, I think, 2 days. Check. Healing wounds.
Yep. So we all nearly died here, and we're going at night. Oh, this is not creepy at all.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
We could burn the house down and search through the ashes in the morning if you prefer.
But duly noted, before we weren't realized Scions.
That's actually a really good point too.
Yeah.
Lethal is 1 point every 2 days. Aggravated is 1 a week. Bashing is 1 every 15 minutes.
I seem to remember doing this math. I don't think Ukalik can hurt himself.
So, if you have X's, they should all be at least just slashes through now.
Okay.
They're just lethal.
Well,
Oh,
no,
wait,
X
that's
is
right.
lethal.
That's
X
right.
is
Yeah,
lethal.
yeah, yeah. X is
Star,
lethal. Star is aggravated.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
lethal.
never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm lying.
Because slash is bashing. Right?
Yeah, basher. Basically one line is bashing, 2 lines is lethal, 3 lines is aggravated.
Right.
Yeah. So tomorrow you'll heal another one.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Get hurt
As you
today.
approach it, you see that there has been like the door outside is sealed with a lock, which I think the Baron would have provided a key for.
Plus,
break it.
Grog busted through the. He
That's
did it.
true. Well, they probably boarded
Kool-Aid
the whole
Man.
place up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't want anyone interfering with this place.
Yeah.
In addition, there's a large sign written in like 3 different languages that say, "Please stay away from this building." Because since they don't have city guards, that's how they deal with situations like this. They just politely ask people, "Don't
Don't touch
go
it.
here."
Don't touch it.
I wonder why
definitely.
this town is a sight for stupid.
Okay. So you kind of tear off some of that wood and head inside.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ukalik, this place does still reek of death. There are drops of blood everywhere. But the furniture is all still here.
Do I need to roll anything to keep my? Okay.
No, it's not so bad. There's no viscera or anything.
Into
Now,
investigation.
downstairs,
Yeah.
you remember that being a different
That was
story.
yeah, that was pretty nasty.
So I guess wits and vets
Into
investigate.
investigation on the upstairs. We're gonna take our time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use wits investigation because I get better rolls with that.
Fair enough.
Y'all can take the long way. I'll take the glance of this shit.
1.
One. So 6 successes for me for wits.
Okay, so you got 1, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so with 6, you do find something along the edge of the foundation as you start searching. You see small sigils written into the ground, probably each one not bigger than a fingernail. They seem to be carved into the foundation itself.
Poke around and see if it... Secret door. Detect secret door.
Long-
There must be a secret door. You can roll me intercult if you have any occult.
Yep. I'm going to point it out there.
I was just about to say, I presume you.
I have some.
I got 1 success.
1, 2, 3, 4,
1 success.
5, 6. Good God. 6.
Would you? Okay, you two aren't quite so sure, but Ukalik has heard about scions and gods who are masters of the Guardian Purview, restricting movement into a place by laying down what's called a warning line.
Oh. This would. And I understand what warning line does.
In theory.
Okay. This is a line that's supposed to help restrict passage.
Would that be under like a chaos preview?
It's Guardian.
Guardian.
It's
Oh, Guardian.
something that Guardians do.
It's fairly low level though,
Yeah.
and while it doesn't restrict access, it notifies the individual when certain criteria are met.
Can we break it?
If it's carved like on the what do you call it? On the foundation, is it? Can I tell? Is it around the edges of the building, or is it from like here to the below part?
It looks like as you cross the front door
Okay,
So we've already
so
tripped it.
we would have already tripped it if we did.
multiple times.
Yeah. Can we break it?
Yeah, you think that taking a chisel to the runes would easily mess it up.
So we can screw with it if we feel like.
We might as well.
You have a chisel.
Use the hatchet.
I got a hatchet. I got all sorts. I got brass knuckles. I'm sure there's shit around here that your
Yeah,
epic strength could use.
Oh, we epic strength. You make a good point.
Yeah, all you need is a sharp edge and a hammer.
Pick up a
basically.
piece of furniture and
Well, so do we want to go ahead and break it?
Yeah, go ahead and break it. I'm gonna go downstairs and check the downstairs.
All right.
Scream if you're dying.
You know, I'm going to check the downstairs really stealthy like.
Okay, you want to go down there with stealth?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and roll me dex stealth. By the way, this whole place is unlit, like it was before, so you guys are having to explore through with torches and lanterns.
Yep.
Pick between
Alright,
sword or
I don't
shield.
have to.
It's always tough.
No. Did I take any? Hypercosis. What does hypercosis do again? That was the
That's ultra hearing.
ultra hearing. Yeah.
Still useful.
I need to find out how to get low light.
You're doing a Superman build again.
No.
You have what? Moon and chaos?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Low light is in dark.
Yeah, I gotta get some darkness stuff.
It's rank 1 in dark. So one dot would be.
So
I detect the darkness.
2, 3, 13 on the moving stealthily down there.
Okay. So, since you're doing it stealthily, I'm just assuming that you're doing it without light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you.
Oh,
get
and
down
I
there.
do get night stealth bonus.
Okay.
Stealth
Go
during
ahead and roll me
nighttime.
one more die then.
One more
One
success.
success.
Okay. So 14 altogether.
Yep.
Okay. So you reach the bottom of those steps when your foot comes into contact with that shield. Or no, I'm sorry. Ukalik mopped away.
And we mopped
the blood.
like the whole path through it.
Yeah.
But the smell down here is the same as it was.
All right. Well, start investigating.
Hold on. If you're doing it without light, then you're suffering a -3 penalty.
Might want to turn
Well,
the
okay.
light on.
How do I activate hypercosis to see if I
Okay.
think I detect anything here first?
Doesn't
So
detect.
hyperacusis, I don't believe, requires you to actually.
I think all the
pay for it.
hypersenses ones, you just have to focus on them.
Mm-hmm. Just listen.
Bring it up.
Although that was a pretty good roll. Because if I don't think there's anything here, I'm going to light a torch. And then you'd be subtly surprised.
Hyperacusis, you have 1 rank in it?
2.
2. Okay. The first one, you can detect even the subtlest variation in musical pitch, so refined that you can tell when even a single note is played wrong in a flawless performance. Scion gains and second rank is Scion gains the ability to detect and project ultrasonic sound. This gives the Scion with the ability of echolocation,
That's cool. Like a bat.
eliminating sight impairment penalties for
That's why I
objects
took
that
it.
bounce back ultrasonic sound waves. Another ability granted through the use of ultrasonics is the ability to detect pregnancies and fetal descriptions.
I don't care about that part. I took it so I didn't have to have a light.
So
Curtains are your arch nemesis now.
there is no world beyond this wall.
What is this house full of hippies? All the doorways have curtains on them.
It'd be a
So
very
you
awkward
step down
conversation.
there.
Saoirse comes in. Am I pregnant?
You can tell that there is one other size 5 entity down here.
Okay.
It's
Is it
in the
lit?
middle of the room.
Can you tell if it's moving or not?
It is not currently moving.
Does
It is
it
also not currently breathing.
So it's dead.
Mm.
But that was the last time.
Yeah, the last one was
Yeah.
dead too.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm going to investigate.
Wait, I'm sorry. No, Grog took that body with him. It's not here.
Okay, great.
I was thinking it was still down here, but no, I told you guys that Grog put it in a barrel and took it with him.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Great. Okay.
So you get down there. There's nothing down there.
No replacement
Okay.
zombie.
Yeah.
I guess turn on the lights now.
Okay.
And
Light
go with
torch
the,
and
yeah, go forth with the investigating with the light.
okay. It is just as disgusting down here as it was before.
I assumed it would be. Well, 5 successes. Is all I get for.
That's
Okay.
investigation.
So you start moving around the basement, and you realize in the places that Ukalik has pushed the blood away, there are small carvings on the ground.
Like the ones we saw upstairs.
No, very different.
Okay, so
They're not runes.
Intelligence
They're
occult?
lines. Sure.
1 success.
You have no idea. And in fact, they seem to be so big that they go underneath the blood. And so,
So upstairs, we notice he's activated a light. So I guess so
you can like poke your head down there and you see that he's moving around. He's probably like leaning over the ground, tracing a finger over the sign.
Okay, let's stroke her.
mm,
Hey,
So Saoirse starts to head down.
guys, come check this shit out. There's nothing living down here.
Do you bring Holland down?
Howland sit top
At
of the
the top.
stairs.
Okay.
Yeah. If Howland comes down, it's just gonna whine about how bad it smells.
So if you point that out to me, I'll try and intercult him.
Yeah, I'm pointing it out to us.
Oh yeah, Interpol.
Oh, hey,
One
I did get a
success.
success on this, so I guess I could turn that
Yeah.
one over.
Not quite.
Yep, I don't know either.
Oh, I only got
I got
one
a
as well.
success on that.
So between the three of you, you know that it's meant to mean something.
Well, let's uncover the rest of it.
Yeah,
Is our mop still down here?
You just
It's
kind of start
investigation.
pushing things towards the wall. Yeah, investigation.
2
Okay, so as you start pushing the blood around, you notice that these lines are all over the ground. And you start to notice that while you only have one success each in occult, I can tell the players, not the characters, that it's a ritual circle.
Okay.
But as you uncover it, you kind of just see that there are circles and geometric designs all over, carved into the ground.
Is that mute druid still waiting on the edge of town for it? Out
Yeah,
near camp?
she's. It would be understood that she would be at your disposal should you need her.
Now would be a time we probably need her.
Before you do that, roll me wits composure, just you.
One, 2, 3, 4, 8. No, 4, 9.
So when Ukelik is pushing the congealed stuff around, and you're hearing the schlorp, schlorp, schlorp. As Ukelik gets to the center of the room and starts moving stuff away, you hear schlorp plop. Schlorp plop. And then when Ukelik's done with that section, it just goes back to schlorp, schlorp.
Go towards the center of it and try to push down on the ground.
Push it down.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a ground.
Clock would be something leaking from above, maybe, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to point out that something here makes it and have him come back with a broom and test this theory out even more. Move shit back.
So you start moving some of the congealed mass back across it, and sure enough, you hear it again. And it's whenever he pushes it across the innermost circle.
So there's something about the
Dripping
innermost
down.
circle right here. We probably need the druid to tell us the rest of this in there.
Sorsha has an idea.
What?
That it's probably dripping down into something below. You know, because I was thinking at first it was dropping from above, but
And
Pick
we do
the-
know this person can do illusions, right?
yeah,
We might just think there's a floor there.
yeah.
Well, he pushed it, and he felt something. So it could be, if it's an illusion, it's an illusion. So
Pretty
Maybe it's a
advanced.
grate or something.
Illusions would be done with moon purview?
no, it's illusion is a purview. of all
Oh,
time.
is it?
Which Saoirse can channel, actually.
Take knife and try to pry around the edge of the innermost circle.
What
see if we-
what is the material of this
Stone.
stone?
Maybe see
More
if it
stone.
feels like a grate at some like.
So when you guys get your knives out and you start moving it around that circle, not only can you get the knife all the way in there, that inner circle actually starts to like wiggle a little bit, and it's kind of like a manhole.
Okay, I'm gonna get sword and shield in case something comes out of that.
Well, you have epic strength.
Fact. I think Saoirse does too.
Yeah, 1 point.
So
Pick it up.
so
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be here like
I
this.
probably can't pick it up.
I'm gonna be here like this.
I'm
so that if it,
not a weak character, but at the same time, I'm not
Is there any
epically
place,
strong. I'm epically dexterity.
could you feel where to get like a handhold on it or finger
Well,
grab?
because there is no handheld whatsoever, it's not a strength roll. It's going to be a dex athletics roll.
Oh, well,
I can
fuck
do
it.
that.
I guess I got that.
Oh,
That shit down.
yeah.
Yeah, Saoirse steps back with her rapier drawn.
So 11 successes.
Okay, so you're able to get just enough leverage on it to like lift it up, and then you can just drag it off. And scrape of stone, and nothing immediately comes to vision except that there's a soft yellow glow down there.
This is the place we need to go.
Can we see how far down the soft yellow glow is?
It's about a 10-foot drop.
Okay,
Would-
so not dangerous. But
Okay.
What's the diameter of the thing?
It's about 6 feet.
Since I have echolocation pretty much, could I use that and try to see how much of the room I can map out?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me wits academics, or wits science if it's higher.
It's just a wits roll.
Okay. Well, then you suffer a penalty.
So 1 die penalty, or
3 die penalty.
well, would craft be
Graph is if you made it.
if I made it?
I thought there was a 1 die penalty if you didn't have something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, in World of Darkness it's 3 for a mental.
Right,
But I
yeah.
did say -1 in this game.
Do you still apply epics if you don't have ranks?
So I get 2 chances to try to. No success with that.
So
I need to get
there is
science.
a void beneath you.
So what does 1 rank of hyper acoustic do
It's
for
pitch
you?
perfect, basically.
Okay. So,
Well,
Pitch perfect.
sneaky down in there. I'll be ready for when I scream bloody murder.
Is there a ladder or a rope, or is it just a drop?
It's just a drop.
do we have a rope? Let's get. Let's
We
see if I
we
can-
have rope.
Yeah, we have rope.
Here, put this around your waist, and we'll lower you down.
Are there scaffolds or anything?
Yeah, there's basement scaffolds above you. There's also like scaffolding from the stairs that lead down into the basement that you could tie it off to.
Yeah.
Okay, my thought is
Yeah, you
we
rappel down.
simultaneously drop the rope and I jump down. So that dropping the rope won't be like a path for something else to come up at us. I can immediately defend the bottom of the rope if needed.
Well, a 10-foot drop isn't really that far.
Yeah, especially not for a rabbit.
Yeah.
Rabbit.
So.
What is the plan with Mahawan? Leave him up there on the first floor?
Put him on guard duty.
Mahawan can't come back up a rope.
yeah.
I'm not strong enough to throw Mahawan, so yeah. Mahawan's on guard duty at the top of the stairs for right now.
Okay. Mahawan, when you start to when it looks like you're going to go down into the hole, you can see that it unnerves him.
Calm down.
The fact that you're going beyond his range of vision.
Yeah. That's why it's just calm down.
How is her owl? Saoirse's owl reacting?
Oh, that's a good question. Your owl is
We keep them out, I imagine.
probably
Pissed off because we forgot about it.
being inside has always been something that is taken some getting used to for it because it's very recently tamed from being wild.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you're going underground, because you still haven't bought it like blinders or anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's moving about quite a bit. It's not comfortable.
Saoirse was maybe gonna find like a shelf or something she could let it perch on.
Okay.
Question: do you have enough control of the owl to tie a message off to it, get the druid to come make its way this way in case shit goes bad?
She does have a dot of training. I mean, you could have.
Try. So it'll
And
be
how comfortable do you feel about that?
We could try. I mean, I could always capture another one if I lose it. I guess.
It's going to be resolve animal kin.
Okay.
Alright. That's a nice roll. I like that roll.
+1 epic. So 5 successes.
Plus, you said you had 1 dot of training.
Training. Oh yeah. So, yeah, 5 successes.
So you tie off a little note, and you kind of you send it out east, and it kind of looks at you for a second, and it flaps off. And we'll find out if it works or not. Do you speak Vestwick?
No, not yet.
Okay.
think we were both planning to learn at our next opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. So you tie off the rope, you toss it down, and Ukalik jumps with the rope. Make me a wits investigation.
So that's 2, 3, 8.
Okay. When you hear that, or when Ukalik jumps down, the first thing you hear is this receding.
Okay, so it sounds like water receding, or no, creature.
Some kind of
Something's
creature is receding.
Nope.
When you get down there, you can see the source of the yellow glowing. Just out of sight of the bottom of that hole are these series of organic orbs that are emitting yellow light.
Organic, as in they look like they're alive.
They're fleshy.
Okay.
Dude,
I
there's
was like, can I tell they're made of carbon? No. Okay.
It looks like an H.R. Geiger painting.
Creepy.
You can make me a int animal kit.
Ah, that's not bad. I like that roll. No, I don't like that roll that much.
You get
I got nothing.
Okay.
So
slide down.
I don't see any threats. I think you would.
I'll slide down and then whisper to you. There is
Did you go with light?
No, sword and shield.
Okay.
I mean, I presume there was a good enough light from above that he would be able to see immediately around him, so he was like...
Do you guys drop a torch down before you two go, or do you just go and then you're not worried about light?
I'm gonna go and worry about light later.
So she'll throw a torch.
So when Saoirse tosses the torch down, that provides you the opportunity to make a wits investigation.
1.
Okay. So whatever is down here, it is not part of the house. It's dug into a tunnel system. This is not work stone down here.
Huh.
And the darkness goes off in both directions, left and right.
Well,
So you guys jump down and
Rappel down.
It's up to you which way you go, or rappel down. Yeah.
let's go right. Well, okay.
So which compass direction would
Which
right and
direction do I hear the shit moving?
Left, which would be west.
left? Okay, so it's east-west tunnel.
Yeah.
First, I think before we decide where we're going, I'm going to call up McCowan. Come. And as soon as he gets to like the edge, and sit. Guard.
Okay.
He kind of like plays with the rope for a second.
No.
Well, I'll tell him shit's moving that way.
So
Yeah.
what about those fleshy orbs? Are they just sitting there? Or are they
You,
rolling?
you guys can roll animal kin now as well.
Okay.
That you're down there.
And animal can. Do I even have anything? Fuck no.
So one success.
These are eggs. You don't know for what, but they're eggs. And having made that roll, I will allow you to make an int occult.
Only Saoirse, or
Only Saoirse.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
Eggs don't glow like this. They're eggs, but they are not normal eggs.
Yep.
And it's a ebbing glow. It's not constant.
And it fades in and out.
Yeah.
Should we set him on fire now?
Could I roll like int medicine to try to tell how close they are to hatching?
Sure.
Once Saoirse
Roll,
points out their eggs.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm going to spend a willpower as well. I should have declared before I rolled. Can I still spend one?
I think you can still.
I already got
You did
a
it as they
success.
hit the table.
Okay. 2. Get that willpower back. So 2 successes.
The eggs have reached full maturity, but they haven't hatched. So they're either ready to hatch any minute or something's wrong with them.
I think he will point out they look like they could hatch at any time, as far as he can tell.
Lovely.
How big are they? Each egg, and how many of them?
Dozens.
What do you think?
Each one is in a cluster of like 5 or 6.
So there's like 5 or 6 clusters of 5 or 6, basically. Jeez.
And they seem to like, there's a cluster here, and then there's another cluster like 6 feet down, and then another cluster 6 feet further down. So the light kind of gives you a slight illumination down a tunnel.
I think if we're gonna do something about the eggs, we save at least one, so that we know what it's an egg of. That's my
Well,
thought.
I think if we go that way, we'll find out what it is an egg of.
My worry is that if we go that way and they
Yep,
start hatching
hatching.
behind
We can't
us,
get out.
That's true.
It all depends how murder hobo you want to be.
I mean,
don't care.
I think this group
I-
is perfectly willing to murder a bunch of unhatched animals.
Well, question. Is that
You
fuck
can't.
him?
Yes, you can.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Can I do it without him knowing?
As long as she is completely oblivious of it before and after.
And
Yup.
after?
And after. She comes back down and finds out that she could have been more alert.
Right. So we can't just kill them until they attack us or pose a threat.
I'll be right back.
Don't come back this way. Knock him out.
What if we knock out a teammate?
Hey, Saoirse, what?
I just imagine, hey, Saoirse, thump. What the fuck did you do?
Don't worry, I did something. It's for the greater good.
Oh, man. That would be a party going down in flames real fast.
Well, the good thing is he won't see me coming. Stats wise, unless I roll really shitty and he rolls amazing.
I mean, there's also the problem of like someone looking directly at you and you then trying to hide from them. Anyways,
I'll just kill him on the way out. If we find out this shit.
we've got a bear at the top of the rope, so in theory our way out is semi-protected.
Guard includes preventing things from blocking egress, I would think.
Yeah, I would think it would. Yeah, like I don't think Helen would be smart enough because Helen still only has like a 1/8, but wouldn't be smart enough to like jump down and try to kill anything that like burned our rope.
It doesn't matter. He might have to roll courage.
No, that's true. He might just be like, "That's threatening. Kill it."
Sometimes bravery out
Bravado!
some idiocy.
Give you a
You know,
half ton
in
of
some
bear to deal with.
in some of these, I wish it was the extremity was flipped.
Like that is like which one?
So what you want is to be an evil person.
Slightly. Well, you can't be an assassin without having a slight sense of loose morals.
You want the virtue of wrath and the extremity of justice.
Yes.
You've been saying that since you made your character. So what you do is you just
Become a Titan spawn.
put all your dots in that one, and
You'll just always be wrathful.
yeah.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I guess.
I think we have to pursue the thing that ran off.
Yeah.
Like it seems.
Before it ran off, would I have been able to, or okay, we're still here, and then try to figure out how many, is it caterpillar alive?
How many legs
Is
it
it-
has.
I'll give you wits animal Ken.
Shit. Well, I can't make that fucking. So,
You never
It's,
know.
it's 2 dice.
2 dice.
It can happen. It didn't, but it could have.
I didn't get a 1 point in everything, just.
So
His character did that,
So Saoirse
or
has.
mostly.
Saoirse also has medicine. Could she do like a int medicine to see what kind of species it is, or
No, that would be the animal Ken roll.
Okay.
You guys just didn't roll high enough.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's proceed that way.
What's marching order? You guys can be up to 2 abreast in this tunnel, but you can't be 3 abreast.
Sword and shield definitely wants to be up front.
Y'all want me to
She-
check on ahead and
Nope.
ahead of y'all? But
Saoirse sheathes her
My-
rapier and pulls out a bow and arrow and
Personally, I think
gets
we're
in the back,
stronger
takes
together.
brings
So
up the rear.
here-
no, no, no,
Something to keep in mind.
not far.
You say you got sword and shield. You say you got bow and arrow. He's stealthy. Who's carrying the light?
That's a good point. I might
I
have to
don't.
be
I'm
sword-
not
He doesn't
restricted
have a
by.
need of the light, but
I might need to be sword and torch.
Yeah, I'm not
Or-
restricted by sight, so that's why I was asking. Do y'all want me to go ahead?
Important question. Shield bashing. Like trying to injure someone with my shield.
Mhm.
What kind of roll do I make? Like, would it be weaponry? And would I have
it would
a
be weaponry.
would I have a penalty and or bonus of any sort? And would it like
I'm not going to give you a penalty. You get a bonus if you have specialty in it.
okay?
Let me just double check something real quick and kind of give you a rough idea.
And of course, the big deal is whether it's bashing or lethal.
It's always going to be bashing.
Okay, that's what I figured. It
Um,
might just be lots of bashing because I'm strong.
I think it's +0 bashing.
Okay.
Question: could Saoirse conceivably wield Kyler's crossbow and hold torch at the same time? Like, have the crossbow in one hand like that?
If you have a crossbow, yeah, instead of a bow and arrow.
You just have to put down the torch to reload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just
Okay.
thinking I could be actually torch and shield, and then I could like because I mean my strength is more damage than the the weapon rating on the Gladius, so unless it's got really high bashing, so it's not necessarily a big detriment.
Well, what I was gonna suggest is, if y'all go marching order like that, I'll go ahead of y'all by 10, 15 yards. Not so far that to the very edge of your light, just outside of it, so I can remain stealthy. Because worst case scenario, if shit goes really south, I'll just turn myself not very easy to detect. Use my visibility. Turn power on, become really visibility, and GTFO out of here.
Do you guys voice any complaints against that?
It's not Bukalik's preferred strategy, but it doesn't sound completely insane.
You have noticed that he's gotten incredibly good at
Yeah,
sneaking.
I mean, Ukalik, like, if Ukalik's not staring at him while he's trying to hide from Ukalik, there's just no chance of Ukalik being able to see him, so.
Okay.
So you want Saoirse to try the one-handed crossbow thing with the torch, or not?
I'm a little torn. Having a lethal damage option is probably a good idea. So, yeah.
Please, can I borrow your crossbow?
Sure.
So what is your plan? Like, do you have any weapons ready in case?
Oh hell yeah! I have my sword, my gladius out, ready to go.
Okay. All right. So, Kyler, you start moving what seems like east, and I need a wits resolve.
Do you want the stealthy first, or do you want wits resolve?
Wits resolve first.
3. So there is 2, 3. So 8. 8 successes.
You can tell that the tunnel is veering slightly north to the point where you think you're maybe headed northeast.
Okay.
And you hear something in the distance, like you heard before, the moving away from you.
Okay. Wits invest. No, that's still going to be animal kin.
Yeah,
And until I can see it, it's going to be.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could go running off into the darkness, or you could just let them know that they need to speed up. Because it seems to be moving at about the same speed you guys are.
Now I don't want to necessarily go any faster, because if we go faster, it might change its speed. So
what's your speed?
Shoot. 40.
What's Saoirse's speed?
I don't think I have anything else set. Oh, hey. Self-healing. What the
It's in that block.
85.
Okay. All right. I was just checking what our fastest is without leaving anyone behind.
Who is fastest?
She's fastest. Ukelik's a close second. And he's no, I guess there's Mahawan technically, and then Kylar.
I would think Mahal would be fastest.
No, Mahawan is not fastest.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't do the recalc right. But.
With all the extra strength he's got, I would think it would definitely recalc to.
Well, it's
You
three.
have
It's
epic.
3 and 1 epic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you all have epic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of us have strength and dex epics.
Oh, so how do you
Which is why-
recalculate your speed again? Just,
I don't remember.
It's
on the.
strength plus dexterity. I don't remember. It's in
Oh.
the attributes section of the wiki.
Okay, because my speed probably is different because I have 2 epic and dexterity.
Yeah.
I don't know that it factors your epic dexterity in. I think it factors your epic strength in.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong though.
Strength plus dex plus epic dex.
Okay.
Successes.
So it would recalculate.
All that plus 5. Yeah, so you're actually probably faster than both of us.
So yeah, I have 2 in there, so that's...
So your strength is 4, your dex is 3, so that's 7. Epic dex is 10.
10,
17 plus an extra 5 is 22. 22 times 5 would be 110. Yeah.
You're way faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Mahawan is the slowest at 70.
Oh, never mind. I am the fastest.
So we probably could pick up our speed, unless you do think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to just be marathoning it, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could outrun us if you want to. We'll catch up, but
Pick up slightly, but not like a brisk walk, not a...
Well, the funny thing is, like, speed 80 for most humans is like a full-on sprint, right? So us, like, even our group at a light jog is pretty fast.
in fact,
Okay.
she's got her chain equipped, so she's actually speed 75. I just.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. Armor affects your speed.
That's right. I am on Kevlar. Or Kevlar. Depending on how you look at it.
It depends how well you speak Nordic.
So
Okay.
we could pick up to 75 and
But I think Kylar was a little worried about scaring whatever it is.
Yeah, I think let me try to sneak. Let me first test if I sneak it and go a little faster. If it can sense me and moves fast, matches my speed.
Okay.
Because I'm fast enough to come back and
Yeah.
go
Okay.
right back.
Okay. So you pick up your speed a little bit, and you can tell that it is already moving at probably its fastest. And you're closing in on it when you hear at least one other entity that's moving slightly slower and dragging something with it. And you get close enough that you can tell that both these creatures are size 3.
Size 3. So does it seem like it's the same species of creature?
It's whatever it is. It's 2 of the same thing.
Okay. Well, I will switch back there, let them know, and then go right back out to
so
beyond the
we
light.
can probably overtake it if we want. But it's going to be a second one now.
Well, let me get up close enough to actually see.
How are you going to see if you don't have any light?
The best you can do with your blind vision is size and location.
Yeah. I'm assuming they might have light, though. Or dark vision.
They have dark vision, then you definitely don't want to get too
Yeah.
close.
That's true.
I think we just try to close on them as a party.
Yeah.
That way, if they just run away, then we can be like, okay, well, they kept running. But
Okay.
if they turn and fight,
Do you remain at the edge of the light then?
Yep, and I'm going to switch to my bow and arrow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your dex stealth.
Okay, so there's 2 explosions. There's 2, 4. 14 successes.
So, as you guys come up on whatever it is, you can tell that it's like 5 feet from you, Kylar. The faster one has outpaced the slower one that's dragging something, and it continues to move off into the distance to the point where you may not be able to hear so well anymore. But the slow one is like 5 feet in front of you outside the light.
I'm not going to attack it, but I'm going to swap to my Gladius since I'm that close.
Just wait for the light to kind of bring it into view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what you all see as you come into it is a size 3 spider that has some kind of something in webbing, and it's dragging it with one of its arms, almost like it's a like a person.
I hope not. I hope that each of those eggs isn't a whole swarm of spiders.
It's just one spider.
Yeah.
And as the light moves over it, it freezes. It just stops. And then kind of slowly turns.
It's
And I'm guessing like you stayed on the outside of the light, so you're just beyond it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it sees the two of you and just kind of chitters.
Let's find out what it has in that sack.
So the sack is about 3 or 4 feet trailing behind it. It's like, it's almost made a blanket of webbing, and it's pulling something that's been wrapped.
Does it seem intelligent enough, like it stops and...
It definitely has higher than spider intelligence to have like turned the way that it did and
Looked directly at us.
so yeah, to look
Do you want to
directly.
find out if it can talk? Like, other
None
than
of us
beast...
speak Bestwick.
Yeah.
Well, other than Bestwick, I mean, if it has a high enough intelligence, it
I don't
could,
know.
in theory...
I don't know if a spider could speak anything other than Bestwick, even with a higher intelligence.
I don't know. I didn't.
I think the Kaylett's going to approach slowly, just see how it reacts.
Okay. As you get within about a foot of the sack it's carrying, it takes a defensive posture.
Okay, Kaylett's going to point at the sack and point at Kaylett's eyes.
Make me a composure animal kin.
2, 3.
So it lowers its arm and sets like the handle of its sack on the ground and kind of points with that one arm at it, and then like wipes with its 2 front things over its eyes and then points at you.
I think,
Terrible.
like, glance back at Saoirse. Do you have an idea what it's trying to say?
Maybe it's giving you the okay to inspect it.
I think he's going to step forward and tentatively reach towards the sack.
So as you do, it kind of like, you can see that it's tense, but it's not going to attack.
Okay.
It's just kind of scared that something that is at least one size category bigger than it has found it in its home.
I'm just going to try to unroll it a little bit.
So when you go to unroll it, you realize whatever it is fluid. It's
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like one of those soft canteens. It's made of
Oh,
plastic.
okay.
And as you kind of like use the light to its advantage, you can tell that it's blood colored.
Mm. So it's
They've been scraping up the blood that was dripping down from the thing.
yeah.
Well, that seems like sort of whatever.
Yeah.
You see it kind of like tentatively put its arm out,
Let's
and
step
then
back.
Yeah.
move real quick and grabs it, and then kind of just starts sidestepping away from it, down the corridor.
Hmm.
So they're
do you
collecting
wanna-
the blood.
I
So,
mean, that
there's
just
a-
seems like
these-
them getting food, right?
It doesn't
Yeah,
go very
no,
far
there's a
before you
queen.
see what it's doing with it. It moves to the next egg sac, and it uses its front legs to pierce the sac, and then slathers the eggs in the blood.
So that,
They're creating demon. That sounds like a demon movie every time. It appears to be a worker, right?
I mean,
Or we.
It's working.
it's a spider the size of a dog.
mhm.
There's a queen.
Maybe. I mean,
Spiders are not traditionally hive
yeah.
Yeah.
entities, but you heard more than one of it.
Yeah. There's still one that went that way. That's much faster.
Well, it wasn't dragging
Well,
anything.
Yeah.
True.
I guess. Can we try to assess the significance of what it's doing with the blood?
I'll let you have another in medicine, or I'll also allow into cult.
Ah.
Yeah, I get the same either way. So, medicine.
What
Three.
control was that?
It was a cult.
3. 3 successes and medicine.
It's a cult. 2 successes on intercult.
2 and 3 on the cult, and 3 on medicine.
No, it was 2 on cult.
Okay, so 2 and 2 on the cult. Okay, so in a cult, you can tell that it's trying to maturate the eggs, which is weird because spider eggs don't require that. So you can tell that whatever it is whatever these things are, they're not of this world. With medicine, you can tell that it the same information that it's maturing it, but it is not for a feeding process because whatever's in the egg can't drink what's on the outside of the egg.
But it could soak through, I mean.
But it's
Wow.
not.
Huh.
Like they seem thick enough to eggs.
It's just weird.
Hmm.
Maybe it's helping. Maybe the blood's supposed to help shield the eggs somehow.
Well, there's multiple spiders taking care of eggs. If spiders are traditionally, they only lay their egg sacs and leave them the fuck
For
alone.
whatever reason, they're acting in a community.
Yeah, so we keep going northwest, you said?
Northwest.
We keep going northwest. I'm sure we'll run
Sooner or later, we're gonna find something.
Okay,
that's probably about this.
way out of town. Is northwest heading towards the volcano or away?
Slowly towards the volcano.
Like
Hmm.
towards the singer of
But I
Sun-
mean, you're pretty far from it. You're a couple miles from it.
Underground tubes near a volcano filled with eggs, though, sounds like somebody trying to hatch something fucked up.
Sounds like a sci-fi movie.
Right? I mean, we're in a fantasy sci-fi game. Well, more fantasy than sci-fi.
But I mean, like Sci-Fi Channel movie.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that does.
Sci-fi original.
Sci-fi original.
Lava spiders. Wow.
You know,
It's basically
that might
Starship
even be a
Troopers.
movie.
It's basically Starship Troopers, but more camp and less good.
It is a movie. Lavalantula.
That's awesome.
Volcanic eruptions in Los Angeles unleash a swarm of gigantic lava-breathing spiders.
God, that sounds like Shark Torpedo or some shit.
Sharknado.
Yeah, Shark.
All right, so while you guys are discussing what to do, it finishes what it's doing and then like sidesteps back past you towards the way you came.
To gather more blood.
Does it still have blood left in its?
It's used it all.
It's got to be gathering more.
Well, let's keep heading northwest. Leave this guy alone because
Yeah.
if we do something to him and it somehow, let's just, in theory, is a hive mind.
Well, and with Shusha's Gesh, we can't hurt it just because it's creepy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it has to attack us first, right?
Well, or I would think pose some sort of imminent threat, right?
Yeah.
And with all the Guardian line up there and all that kind of, and assuming that whatever was doing up there was controlling these people down here too,
Or working with them.
or that.
So
Maybe
I-
the little smuggling weapons.
as you continue, you notice that the execs from this point forward are slathered in a red slime.
So it's working back towards the source of the...
And you start to notice that the cavern starts veering more and more north to the point where you're almost coming back the way you came from.
So it might be a circle.
Could be.
And you get to the point where you start to hear several of the spider things ahead.
Well, there's more than.
Prepare for nonverbal negotiations.
About this point, you start to see webbing hanging off the walls too, like loose, creepy webbing. Not intended to catch anything.
I'm gonna pause.
That's
go
a
ahead.
tensile strength.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm gonna pause at some of the webbing and
Take a
take a
sample.
hold of it and see how strong it is.
It is remarkably stronger than what you would think it is.
Okay. We need to make sure not to get caught in any way.
Like bowstring strong, or
Well, you all have epic strength, right? Or you don't have epic.
I have that dexterity.
You two can tear it. You can't.
Okay. So it's
So note to self: don't get hit by that shit.
or get thrown into a web or anything like that.
And that's just a single layer of it.
Yeah.
If they somehow entomb you, good luck.
I'll have to try to cut that shit.
We'll try
I still
not to
got
pierce
ac-
your heart as we cut you out.
I still got acid in my sack of goodies.
You're gonna coat yourself in acid. I know that's probably better than being exterminated.
I got a rank of self healing. It won't be lethal.
I'm gonna make sure to get up at least a step ahead of everyone else, so that hopefully somebody with epic strength is prime target if they do just start slinging web at us.
Okay. So as you continue forward, the light starts to uncover a large cavern where there is significant webbing in the upper areas, which is probably 40, 50 feet up.
Enough space to hide some spiders.
And in the center of this cavern is exactly what you're looking for, a giant two-spear device that glows on either side with 7 colors. And perched on top of it is a creature that looks like it is exactly what you feared, some kind of queen.
You called it.
It is,
Spiders working in community always means Lord of the Rings giant spider.
I mean,
queen.
you think about it, probably the worst nightmare,
Shiva.
the absolute worst nightmare of any arachnophobe is spiders developing communities like ants have. Just, no, fuck, burn the world.
it is bigger than all 3 of you put together.
The spider?
The spider.
Too bad we don't have a ring that can automatically lets
Right?
us like hear what the fuck they're talking about. The dumb humans. They walk right into our traps.
Okay, so... Fuck. So... Just us becoming visible, does it make any move at us?
It definitely takes a defensive posture and then points with one of its foreclaws. And I should say claw, not leg.
Okay, so... Plan A...
How much
intimidated?
explosive devices do we have?
None! We did-
Gunpowder is a relatively new thing.
Oh right.
I don't know about
I'm
you.
forgetting gunpowder in this game.
Yeah,
is-
so I used a picture of a Beowulf.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
man. I
negotiate
think
with it.
let's see if we can speak to it, I guess. And if
See
we
if
can't
we can.
speak to it, I don't know how we successfully negotiate without just intimidating it.
Um,
Because intimidation works pretty well across languages in Caleb's experience.
I guess start making greetings in both the languages I know.
Which are?
Kane and Protan.
No, it does not react either of this time.
What about Nulatornin? You have any, like, you speak elf, right?
Elvish, but
What do you make it to me? Oh, she's got headphones in.
Making
What?
Sure not to get a lot of spiders.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go through this too.
What about how? I guess the druids, we should have waited. She may speak. Your Kalik doesn't speak.
Bestwick?
Yeah.
I want to learn, but I haven't yet.
Oh, I thought your bear doesn't speak.
Well, no, Mahar doesn't speak yet either. So,
How many points is it?
one thing I will point out is
How much experience is it to learn a new language?
It's a lot of.
it's not experience. It's like rolls
Time.
over amount of time.
Oh,
Like you actually have to go through the process of learning it.
crap.
Or you can buy a dot in intelligence.
Yes.
Which is like 15 XP.
Yeah, we don't have that much.
Oh, that's right. Upping int automatically ups languages, doesn't it? So, but I still haven't actually had the chance to learn Bestwick yet, so I still can't know it.
No, we said it automatically manifests. Remember I came out there and asked you because your wife was interested?
That's right.
So,
And my int did go up by 2.
so you know 2 new languages that you've heard along the way.
That's right. I don't know what else, but that was going to be his next language, one way or the other.
Better question. Do you have a Bestwick now there?
No, I definitely don't have that. I can't BS that I have that.
Okay.
But
Wait, did it not get given to you with Mahalan?
I didn't with the potion.
No,
I don't. I mean, I didn't have any extra relic dots, so.
well, it wouldn't have been a relic.
Yeah.
I gave, you can have one. I gave Jennifer one for her snake for free.
Okay.
It's not a relic. It's something that exists. I mean,
Okay.
Oh, I could have probably.
Okay, because I was about to sit.
I have it.
I was about
Only once I
to
could've
attempt
been
to
perceived
make
that
a
illusion
picture, expression,
for
composure,
using that,
expression, and
but-
see if it can roll back.
yeah, it was just like a tunnel.
Okay.
As I was say, if you didn't give him that, I was about to ask if I can make a picture to sign friend or foe. Pictures are universal. Cave drawings.
So, can they even attempt to aid my social roles if they don't speak the language? All right. Possibly the worst person in the party to make non-intimidation social rolls. About to do them.
I can just be a horrifying-
stabbed you 20 times.
All right.
19
I'm just
times.
imagining Caleb going. I almost forgot. Digs in his backpack.
Yeah,
Okay.
all I'm good at is just being a horrifying presence.
Do you speak desperate?
It replies that yes, it knows the language of beasts.
What is your name?
It is not for you to know.
Friend or foe.
Are you protecting that object you stand on?
Yes,
Why?
I was asked to.
How much are they paying you?
Were you given something for that?
My life.
Shit, what
I
can we
feel like-
offer
I feel
other
like
than
an
that?
intimidation check is immediately in order to basically.
I can take that away.
Yeah, so I think Michaelik's just like apparently it was given its life in exchange for guarding this. You two agree that me telling it that we will give it its life in exchange for letting us break it is our best course of action at this point.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it's going to be instant fight.
It
Maybe
unless
reassure it.
I'm
and
successful.
We will protect it from whomever.
Now, question: since we don't speak beast, so I can't aid him in that way, could I aid him by just presence and horrifyingly? No.
Not aid him. You could do something completely different that could hinder him.
Yeah.
I think he meant if we were going the intimidation route. could it-
Yeah, intimidate, presence, trying
I
to.
think since it's a power, it's not. They
Right.
don't mesh together.
Okay.
Like use it as a reaction to his intimidate either working or failing.
Yeah.
You can be ready to use it.
Okay, and then I'll be ready to attempt to intimidate the shit out of this.
Okay. I think then the statement's going to be something along the lines of, we have no qualms with you, but we are going to destroy that object.
maybe reassure it that we'll protect it from whoever is going.
Yeah, we would be happy to protect you from whoever is going to kill you for allowing it to be destroyed. But if you stop us, we will have to kill you ourselves.
It makes a sound you don't understand. Sorry, it all is kind of based on whatever your die roll.
Intimidation roll. 2.
That does not hit its mental defense.
I didn't think it would.
So its response is a sound you don't understand, and then it says, "I fear my master far more than I fear you."
Okay, attempt to intimidate now. Because we can obviously tell that didn't work, right?
I mean, if nothing else, you can't. It's just gonna be like, "Oh, that didn't work."
That didn't work. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is
Eight.
presence intimidate.
Yeah, for
For horror, you're
for
activating horrifying presence.
Yes.
Does it
No.
require- No.
I'm not activating that. Fuck that. That costs a legend.
Yeah, well, that's
So
Yeah.
I was hoping it cost a
You
willpower.
only have 2 of those.
Yeah, I thought it cost willpower, not that. If it cost willpower, I was going to activate that.
Okay. So what do you say?
Pull back bowstring.
Get ready to fight.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's fight time.
Sounds like it's going to be fight time.
Or I mean, okay. Yeah.
Because I can't hurt one of the other. Well, actually, could I? Would that fuck with?
It would fuck with her Gesh to kill one of these things unprovoked.
Yeah. Okay. So just pull back bowstring.
I think Michaela's going to ready his weapons and just.
It wouldn't break my best to attack the object directly. So.
I'm gonna walk up and break it. You two get ready to shoot that thing. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
So as you start moving forward, it screams, and a number of smaller spiders start dropping from the rafters.
This is gonna be crazy.
Roll what?
Roll initiative.
Okay.
It's just D10 plus our initiative, right?
And our initiative was.
Yeah, it should be on your sheet.
But I don't think I refigured initiative.
I've got it open. Dex plus epic dex successes plus composure.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, the successes from your epic dex, so the 10.
So 10.
So.
So 10 plus 7, 17.
I got a total of 16.
I also got 17.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21.
Good. Kyla, you move first.
And your marksman thing gives us a +1
Yeah.
die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2 there, 3 there. Releasing the arrow. So there's 1, 2, plus 10, so 12 successes.
You're supposed to. Which one are you? The device? What are you doing?
Shoot. Well, I'm gonna shoot at the device.
Okay.
But I'm gonna aim just below it.
Below the device.
No, below where the creature's You said it's perched on
You
there.
want it to seem like it's a missed shot, but you're
But it's
definitely aiming at
at
the
the
device. Okay. So that's 12 threshold. So roll 12 plus whatever the damage is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And damage.
Oh, she's making
It smells great.
Yeah.
it.
Damage with the bow.
What kind of bow?
It's just short bow. Because he has my
It's just your
crossbow.
strength.
Just my strength.
Yeah, so.
So plus strength. Can I borrow 3 more dice?
There you go.
Come on, lots of good dice. So let me get all. And we succeed on 7s now.
Right?
Yep.
It's our dinner.
You got your reroll.
Yeah. 9. So it's 2, 3,
7
4,
total.
5, 6, 7. And do you count? Damage doesn't count any epic successes, does it?
Well, you don't have epic strength.
I don't have epic strength, so no.
Okay, so 7 damage.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, so I need to know the creation is made of two different colors, one on each side. It's obviously made from two different metals. One is a yellowish color and one is a whitish color. Which one do you aim at?
The yellow. So I'm willing to assume that's gold. Gold is soft metal.
Too bad we don't have 4 legend.
What is the how much damage did you do? 7, you said?
Yes.
Okay. You dealt 5 damage to it. So the arrow embeds itself into the soft metal. Sorcery.
So crossbow would be dex marksmanship.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, sir.
+1 for the gesh. So plus the auto, so 6 successes.
6 threshold.
Yep.
And which one are you aiming at?
The white part of the machine.
Okay, so the other side.
Yep. So 6.
6 threshold.
And what's the damage on a crossbow?
Oh yeah.
This is different than a bow.
Yes, it is. Bring it up.
Oh, sorry.
If you're not, that's fine. Just
No, I was going to, and then I stopped for no apparent reason. 3 lethal.
Okay.
So it's 9 with 15.
Three, 4.
okay. So the crossbow bolt hits it and is deflected, but you can tell that it kind of dented the outer shell a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, look.
All right. Am I close enough to be able to like move up to the object and attack in this? Okay. It's one action. I'm going to run up, activate Holy Rampage, and just tear at the side that's already been damaged, since it looks easier to damage.
Okay.
So I'll be ignoring 25% of its durability. So it's dex weaponry for the attack roll, or strength weaponry for melee? I suddenly forget.
I'm sorry, for which one?
For like making a melee weapon attack.
Strength melee.
Strength. Okay.
Straight one.
4, 8. Wow, 6. So 6 threshold.
Yeah, 6 threshold.
6 and 4 strength and 2 weapon. That's not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're on fire today.
So that's 11 damage,
Wow.
ignoring 25% of durability.
So you slice right through it. You're using Gladius.
Yeah.
The Gladius just kind of leaves this huge gash in it, and there's a discharge of energy. Oh shit! I mean, to be fair, you
Have a lot of lethal soak.
well, no, I mean you destroyed it. I was gonna say, but so, and this burst of energy is going to hurt the spider.
Hey!
I mean, it's sitting right on top of it.
Yep.
Sweet.
One, two. How does 2 lethal damage sound?
I'm fine.
Yeah, so he's fine too. That's not even enough to cause a knockback. So yeah, there's just like this crackling of energy as Ukalik brings the weapon through its arc, and you feel a rush of energy hit both of your faces, but you're far enough away that it's not powerful enough to hurt, and all of those jewels just delight. And it's Spider Lord's turn.
This is probably gonna hurt. Let's see, where's my defense?
Six, 7, 8.
Just sidebar, we've kind of achieved our objective. We don't necessarily have to hang around and fight this thing.
that was almost exactly what I was thinking.
We only broke half of it, though.
What is your defense? Your physical defense?
7. It's not great. That's one of the reasons I'm saving up for an epic.
It's enough to bring the cycle down to 3.
Oh, alright.
1 plus 15. 16 threshold. Six.
Wait. Isn't... Okay, we're subtracting DV from the roll made instead of from the successes. Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that means if you have epic, you always hit.
No, it doesn't.
So once there's no dice, it would start subtracting epic successes?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 bashing damage.
I take several of those. Take 5 of those. 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so it just kind of like takes its arm and hits you, and with 20, you fly back 1 foot for every 3, so you fly back 6 feet.
Shit.
And you don't have Cat's Grace, right?
Nope.
So you fly onto the back.
Damn.
Luckily, you're 1 space away. Then the spiders start moving in. There's going to be 3 spiders on everyone except for Ukalik, who gets 4. Dex, marksmanship, plus. What is your physical defense?
Let's see. I have a dodge DP of 8.
Okay.
That's what I told you. I should have put 2 epics and wits.
Okay, so the first 3 spiders that attack Sorsha, they spit web out of their mouths, which is definitely not spiders, something spiders do. And 3 of them hit squarely on your chest and stick. What is Kyler's defense?
8 on Dodge TV.
Same thing happens to you. And
We're all going to get hit with every roll, basically.
what is your defense?
Except I'm on the floor.
That's right, you don't get...
But they're also at
It's
range.
-4, I think.
-4, so 2.
2 total?
Yeah. Without epic composure and epic dex, you can't get a very high dodge TV.
Okay.
So it's epic dex and epic wits.
More, because you got 4.
It's
Oh yeah, wits,
and
not
dex.
yeah.
No.
But either way.
Yeah,
Like, without
I only
getting,
have 1, and I mean I should have put 2 into wits.
Alright, so nobody takes any damage, but you're each hit with 3 and then 4 lassos of webbing. Let me see what's going on with my phone.
Son of a bitch, and I can't break this shit.
Well, he hasn't told us what those do to us yet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's the web that was.
Well, no, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but I
like,
mean-
what our like, in what way we're penalized.
Are we impeded yet? Or
Yeah.
not?
Right.
The subtracting DV from the roll, it's always gonna hit. Like, unless your DV is massively high,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you can get.
What-
'Cause it's harder to get DV than dice pool.
If I put
You
a.
only need 3 dice to get 1 success, like to average 1 success per roll.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the thing was we rolled and then we had to get as many successes as they have DV instead of
Not
subtracting.
roll darkness.
Okay, that's
In Scion, it used to be.
it's going to be really hard to not get hit because it's harder to build DV than dice pool.
Correct.
Much harder.
But your soak is significant.
That's true. It's easy to build soak.
Okay, so Kyler.
Am I hindered in any way with the
What do
webbing?
you want to do? Like right now, you feel normal. There's some...
There's just some web on this.
So the object is broken, or?
It seems to be.
Mhm.
At least one side of it's totally busted.
And the jewels on the other side aren't lit up either.
I guess you want to start firing at big creature, and y'all make y'all's escape.
I can start trying to make my way back to y'all, and then we can try and head back down the tunnel. If nothing else, getting into the tunnel will keep the big one away from us.
How much
right?
stuff looks like it's flammable down here?
All the webbing.
I'm going to.
Then again, you also have webbing on you, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, well. How much webbing's around the big thing? The big spider?
There's, I mean, it's in tatters all over the roof.
What would y'all say if I set the place on fire so we can GTF out?
Maybe let's get out and throw a torch in after
Yeah.
behind us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to take this, turn on the build. I don't have anything built. I'd have to make
Well, we
it
have
broken.
torches that like we were. I
You
presume
had one
the drop.
torch. Somebody had a torch.
I had it.
Yeah.
It'll take me a minute to get an arrow with some cloth tied on it. You can run to me with the torch, set it on fire. Yeah. Sounds like good. I'm gonna take.
So you're holding your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action.
It's your
Build.
action.
I guess maybe start backing out of the room, like towards the exit, the way we came.
Okay. I need you to make me a strength athletics roll. At -3. Did you take 3 out of that roll?
No, but I have 5 auto successes, so 2 auto successes.
Well, you still
Yeah.
need to roll at -3
Oh,
because
oh, like -3 dice.
yeah,
-3 dice.
-3 dice.
Okay.
There are 3 spiders in each deal.
2 successes plus bonus, yeah.
Okay. So you're able to move and you start dragging spiders with you.
Huh.
So the
That's
webbing
what we
is-
really need to do, is we need to retreat into the tunnel and then light the webbing on us on fire and just try to put it out as quickly as possible because it'll burn back to the spiders.
Or sever it and...
Yeah, sever it and then...
Okay.
I've got an idea of something I'm going to try that's probably...
So are you taking your action or is it?
I'm gonna hold my action one more time.
I'm going to try to grab the things together and cut them off.
Okay.
And I plan to attempt a second action if that succeeds. So do I need to take the multiple action penalty?
Yes.
Okay. So am I just making basically weapon attack to cut them?
Yes.
Okay. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 3 and 5, 8. So
Threshold.
That's 8. 4 strength. 2 weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lethal damage to the things.
Okay. You cut through like 7/8 of it, and that's enough that I'm guessing your next action is to get up or move away.
Oh, that's right. I was in the ground.
What was your other action going to be?
I might just have to stay on the ground because I like my other action too much.
Do you want to roll your 2 extra dice then?
No. I'm just gonna do my other action.
Oh.
With I guess if I cut through 7/8, I've got 3 of them basically loose.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take those 3 and swing them around and try to hurl them as far as I possibly can across the room.
Okay. Like into the far wall.
Yeah, just. Whoa.
Okay. That's going to be strength athletics.
Okay.
And there is a computation for this. Or do you have your throwing distance recorded?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see
90,
it.
180, 360.
Be nice if you had hurl to the horizon.
Yeah.
All right, you suffering no penalties because the far wall is not more than 90 feet away.
Awesome. All right, strength athletics. I'm gonna spend a willpower to get 3 more dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So all 3 of those spiders go flying, and you hear thump smack, thump smack, thump smack, and scree.
Awesome.
Okay, Kyler.
I'm going to say fuck it with the burning thing. I'm gonna shoot one of the spiders. Try to.
One of the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what to take out of your deck. 5.
Take 5 out of it.
5 dice.
Well, crap. So let's see. How many die rolls do I get? So 3.
Don't forget you get an extra bonus
2.
die from her gash.
Yeah, marksmanship.
Well, if I do that, that's all my dice.
So you get a chance die plus your epics.
Okay. So just one chance die. That's what it is.
Which, yeah.
Actually, you know what?
means it only succeeds.
I am going to
against
spend a
that.
willpower since I
That's a good
seceded.
idea.
So that
You
will
get 3 dice.
3 dice, and that's no longer a chance die.
Correct.
So 3 dice and 1 willpower is spent. Because these, if we seceded at some point in the game, we can get 1 willpower back, or
You get 1 willpower back immediately after you.
Immediately.
flipped it over.
At the time.
oh, okay. So then I will have these right because this is a marksmanship one. So if
But you can flip them over if you want early, even if you're not missing any, because if you flip all 3 of them, all your willpower gets back.
oh, okay. I'm gonna fuck it. I'll do that because I foresee having to use lots of willpower. 1 success, so 11 successes.
Okay. And you're attacking
One of the smaller spiders.
One of the smaller spiders. Okay.
So-
So 11 threshold.
So You get 11 dice.
11 dice plus
plus
the strength if it's about.
So. 2 dice.
Is that one of your phones?
That's my phone.
It's not a bad roll.
So these are just 2 more. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That was a very good roll.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Nice, yeah.
Alright, so the arrow goes flying into one of the spiders and embeds, and some greenish pus starts oozing out of it as it starts crawling towards you. Spider Lord. Spider Lord is going to... Spider Lord is going to take its action to address Ukalik and Bestwick and say, "Why? We meant you no harm. Why do you come in here like aggressors when all we want is to live by ourselves?"
Can I respond presently?
Sure.
I told you we weren't going to hurt you if you let us break that. Let
This
us
is
leave.
ours. This is our master's.
Let us leave and you get to live.
The time for talking is done. And it,
You're start.
it begins moving towards you. I think it gets to the point where it's like over top of you. But it used its other action to talk, so.
Maybe I'll find like its missing scale or the reckless equivalent. The missing chitin.
So 3 of those spiders are on the back wall, recovering. 1 is going to begin moving towards you, and it's trying to like spin you in the web, starting to cocoon you.
Ah, fuck.
How many are still attached to you?
So 2, I think you said? Because I hit 1 with the arrows. So did that unattach it or no?
No, it did not attach it.
So it would be 3.
Okay. So they begin moving towards you, and they begin maypole dancing around you.
Great.
Same with you. And Skylar. You now suffer -6 to all movement-related things. You two.
Question.
You suffer -2.
Okay.
Just a question. So they're moving in a clockwork.
Yeah, they're kind of spinning around you,
Okay.
starting to tie you up.
I move considerably faster than I can assume, yeah?
Probably.
So, dexterity, athletics, plus some willpower, and I'm going to rotate faster than them to throw them the fuck off me.
Okay.
And so that's 2, 3, and I'm going to spend...
This is like that scene in Time Bandits where he starts spinning.
Leave me 3, so it's... You can only spend 1 willpower, or can you spend
You
as
can
much?
spend as much willpower as you want.
2 more things of willpower on that.
Just keep in mind that you don't get all your willpower back at the end of the session.
I know. I plan on doing some kind of expression for some bullshit. And didn't all of it.
And then I painted a masterful painting.
In their blood.
So that will give me 14 successes on that.
You got a 7 there, didn't you? Also.
No.
No, okay.
So you go spinning around, pirouetting, and you go flying off, smacking against the walls.
I'm not entangled then.
So, Saoirse wants to test how flammable this shit is, and like grabs the 3 things together, and on the other end of it, like light?
It instantly lights.
Does it break?
Yes, it breaks.
Okay.
Now it's a fuse heading towards you.
And yeah, now it starts heading towards them, and you can see that they like start frantically trying to bite through their. Yeah, like I don't want to come in my mouth. Gillick.
It is on top of me. I presume standing.
It's over top of you.
It's over top of me. Okay, so I could stand up.
Oh yeah, it's size 15.
Fuck.
Yeah, the size 4 creature can definitely fit under a size 15 creature.
I could fit on it.
Roll conviction.
Roll conviction. All right.
I can see what that was about.
I got 2 successes.
Which means you have to be awesome.
All right. This is movement related, so I'm going to suffer that -2. I'm going to try to climb it.
All right.
So strength athletics, I guess.
Yeah. Minus its dodge, so -6.
Yep.
Basically, you're trying to grapple it, but instead of grapple it, you just jump up on top.
Right.
I mean, you could always like just jump and try to pinpoint yourself.
It's true. That would not subtract its.
It's DV.
It's DV?
Yeah.
Okay. So that.
Well, no, it does.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it might. I still have 5 willpower. If I spend a willpower, I have a die. But I have epics, so 5.
All right. So you kind of grab some of its chitin, pull yourself up on it. I think you hear it say, "What are you doing back there?"
I don't respond.
Like as you crawl around it, you hear some of its claws like clawing where you were, trying to figure out where you and it like spins a 360.
Definitely trying to get where it can't reach me.
I need you to make me a dexterity plus animal kin.
Ooh. Not a roll I expected to make. Is this impeded by the movement thing?
-2, yes.
Crap, so I need to reroll. 2, 5, 7.
Okay, so it starts moving around and bucking, but you're able to like ride it like a bronco.
Come on, Ico this shit.
And that other spider is just kind of like dangling off of you, trying to like figure out how it's gonna continue to wrap you because it's got no a purchase anywhere.
Or not Ico, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes. Spiderlings. I think the spiderlings that were thrown against the wall when he threw them start crawling back into sight, meaning that there are now, let's see, those 3 are biting through their web, your 3 are recovering, your 3 are...
And there's
now
1
back.
still attached to me.
Yes. Well, you had 4 originally, so there's 3 coming back into sight.
Yeah. There's 1 like dangling under the Spider Lord or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. Which one of you is more probably... So they're probably scared of the fire, so they look at you and they go, okay, spit at him.
Man, I'm about to throw acid in their fucking faces.
Marksmanship. 6, 7, 8 for the last one. Oh, sorry.
I have an
physical
8,
defense.
8 dB.
Thank you. 6, 8. Hit. So you're hit with 3 more pieces of webbing.
God damn it, not again.
And that's their turn. Kyler, your turn.
Did I not?
Oh, I thought I did. Well, here's take 2 on that without some willpower. Spin them off me again.
Okay.
One, two, three, 13 successes.
It's fine. Yeah, they go flying. Sorry.
Saoirse starts trying to light some of the loose webbing around the whole room on fire. It's like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Starting the let's evacuate.
Yeah.
Okay, look. The room is now beginning to blaze.
Fuck. Oh, right, I spent a little power. Okay. Let me see here. On its back. I don't know. I want to, wound it in a way that discourages it from following us.
Hasn't been wounded at all yet.
Exactly.
Stab its eyes out. You like the birds and peck its eyes out.
The thing is, I don't want to, it's got, I presume it has 8 eyes or something.
It's got a lot. It's got compound eyes.
It's got a bunch of eyes, and I don't want to be here stabbing it, and then all the other spiderlings run up and mob me.
And that's how Kalec died. First eaten by spiders, then burned alive.
If you had a fire, I'd say torch in mouth. But
I think.
question: is it like other spiders and has the squishy back end? Because normal spiders, just the chest is
It's
harder.
bulbous for sure, but it definitely has plating of some
Okay.
sort.
Well, there goes that idea.
It's got an exoskeleton.
I think what he's gonna do is it an action to sheath a weapon and draw another weapon? Okay. It is sheath the gladius, pull the machete out, and I think the idea is to just shove it in and
Leave it
say
behind.
and be like, this is a reminder not to fuck with us and leave. That's the idea.
Okay.
So
Okay. I am only going to give it half its DV since you're on top of it, but you're not actually grappled to it.
okay.
Let's see. So move 3 from your die pool.
Weaponry.
What? Can you eat it after that? Spend a little power to get 3 dice back.
Would it be -2 to stunt it together with an intimidation check? Okay, so I do intend to do that. So I'm going to spend willpower because I want it to hurt like fuck. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 and 5 is 9. Thank you.
9 threshold.
That's all the one of those is threshold. 2 from the weapon. 4 from the strength. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, one of those wasn't.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna roll one. 7.
Okay. Plus epics.
So 7 and 5 is 12 lethal.
Alright. So it squelches down past the carapace, and green pus oozes out. It kind of sizzles across the machete's iron thing. And go ahead and make your intimidate.
Willpower that as well. Wow! Nothing. But I get my willpower back, so there's that.
You are
fucking
stay
grab.
here with machete. Oh, I should be jumping off soon. There's fire.
You will rue the day. Oh my god, fire.
You will rue the. God damn it.
My shiny coat can't get on fire. Actually, he's the most flammable of us in the party.
The Spider Lord stops for a second, stops bucking, and kind of looks around the room. You can see its head swiveling, noticing all the fire, and it takes an immediate run action in the opposite direction that you came from.
Oh, fucker. It's gonna be like that. Maybe I'll have to kill you.
The other spiders kind of notice the same thing and begin crawling away into dark nooks and crannies. The Spider Lord has now moved 140 feet, so he is outside of your torchlight now.
If I hadn't spent that legend, I could have escaped.
Okay. It's just past your echolocation too. It's like, oh, it's gone. It's running with Okalik on it.
Fuck. Full sprint towards the Kalik.
Okay. It was twice your speed.
Twice my speed is 220.
Okay. So you're able to catch up and even run past if you want.
I'm gonna, while in run, put arrows up, grab sword.
Do your other stuff as well. Just
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah,
get into run mode.
and attack it, since I can catch up and...
You're going to take a -2 if you're going to be putting all that stuff away and running and attacking it.
And get another arrow bow. I have other throwing shit. I'll just drop the bow and grab the sword.
Okay.
Because I can get
You're going
another.
to drop it in a blazing cavern.
I'll go buy another
Okay,
one.
that's fine. I just want to make sure that that's okay with you.
And I got throwing knives and shit like
Remember,
that.
he's rich.
Yeah.
Or I'll steal it.
Okay.
I got your crossbow anyway. So.
Yeah, plus that fucker. It's fine.
All right. So you're going to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
It's -6 from you.
Okay, so this one's gonna be since the sword, get extra die for that, and it's strength. Question:
Yes.
Since running, would it still be strength or dexterity at this point?
For what?
For to attack it with my sword, would
It's
it
always
still-
strength.
It's always strength. So you say minus what from it?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. At least I still got it die.
Yeah, there is a merit that allows you to use dexterity instead. It's like weapon defense.
Yeah, I don't think. And a success. So I got a success on that.
So 1 threshold. Plus the damage of the weapon.
Gladius is just 1. Nada.
So you swing at one of the legs and it just kind of bounces off. Sorry.
So they're out of sight, out of range right now for me.
Yeah, they both went running that way.
I go back the way we came and climb up the rope and wait for my owl and wait for the druid, I guess.
Okay. So
Stick to the plan.
And try to reassure Mahalan that everything's okay.
it's going to take you 4 rounds to get back to the hall. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. As
We're gonna end up death's doorstep again. You can walk in with the druid.
Son of a bitch! Didn't I just get you fuckers up to speed? That's what's
every
gonna
5
happen.
days. Every 5 days.
Let's see. Okay, look. So you can see Kylar running beside the spider.
Okay. I think because that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. Time to die. And we're just gonna murder it. That's the plan. Kill it dead.
Well,
4, 8. That's. I'm still taking -2 from that dangling little spider, right?
it didn't fall up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, in spider language, it's probably screaming, "Mom!"
And then what am I taking out for its defense? 6. Oh, that's right. I still just get 5 threshold if I roll a chance die and get nothing. So Hey, I got something. It still explodes on a chance die? Or?
Yes, it does.
For the love of... Okay.
7.
So yeah, 7.
7 threshold.
So what happens if we fail a chance die?
If you fail it on anything but a 1, nothing. If you fail it on a 1, it's a botch, and it's just like a critical miss, like something bad happens.
Yeah, and only a 10 is a success on a chance die. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strength of 4. Weapon damage 2.
This is the Gladius.
Yeah, this is the machete's still sitting there.
Just kind of aiming for the same spot or around it.
Yeah. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 5 is 11.
Alright. Don't apply damage.
Oh, that's okay. Admittedly, 11 doesn't do damage to me, so I don't know why I'm...
So it takes a single move action, and then slows / stops moving. Not really, but like it gets to another tunnel, and it's obvious it's not going to fit normally. So it begins what is necessary for it to be in squeezing.
Oh, jeez.
So
It's trying to do the train through a tunnel trick.
Yep.
yeah, so you start feeling like rock dragging across your skin, which won't hurt this turn, but next turn. Okay, so why don't you just put a die here and put 1? I was like 2 because this is the second turn you've been running. Kylar.
Thanks very much.
Well, I can't hit it while running.
I would like. I'll let both of you. Oh, there's no light. Neither of you have light.
Yeah, I'm just stabbing my
Yeah.
feel.
Okay, make a wits composure at -5 if you have anything.
Yeah, that's a chance
But
die.
isn't the fire from the room eliminating any, or?
That's a good point. -4, not -5.
Ha! It's not a chance die.
I still got 3.
I got a success.
Well, I don't roll a success, so I got 5
All right.
successes.
So it's hard for you to see because it's like you're moving at the speed of the spider, but there's something that you guys run past. You can see as you continue forward, and you can choose to do something about it. There is a small altar here with some books on it.
Those are all gonna burn.
Well, I can't hit it. So, I'm gonna grab some of the books.
Just kind of scoop them up
I'm gonna
and then keep
scoop
running.
some of them, throw them in sack, and...
You ain't gonna get an attack on it if you want to keep moving.
No, I don't want to attack it, actually. I'm gonna tie a lasso.
You start getting in lasso ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, look.
It's murdering time. Let's see.
And I can see that the tunnel's getting smaller, yeah?
He's about to go into a tunnel.
That's it.
Hey, when it gets close to that tunnel, I'm tying lasso. You have strength. Jump off, and we're gonna pull.
Are you
Wow.
shouting that to me?
Yes, I'm going to shout that to you. Jump the fuck off, and we'll lasso this bitch.
I don't have light, so I have no idea how injured it is. I think the plan is to stab it.
Repeatedly until it dies.
I'm balancing between stab it repeatedly till it dies or stab it then let go so that I can get shoved off behind it by the wall and then go join him in the burning room.
These poor spiders.
Alright. I'm stabbing it again right now, that's for sure. So, shit.
Nothing.
That's technically a chance die. Because I had a total of 8, minus 2 from the thing hanging off of me, minus 6 for its defense.
Okay, so here's what happens. You raise the gladius to go into it, and just as it's starting to squeeze, like it hits the roof, and you lose your grip on it, and it goes flying back off the spider.
Good thing I was near machete.
Machete!
Yeah, and you hear clang, 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 clang.
Alright. Well, I guess next turn I'm gonna pull the machete out and start stabbing him.
Alright, let's see. I am going to apply a number of bashing damage equal to the difference between its size and the tunnel. How about that?
Okay. I can probably soak that. Because it's size 15.
Yeah.
I can soak its size in bashing.
Okay. So, yeah, like, you're taking 5 bashing per round as, like, the rocks just start scraping. So your fur is going to be all messed up.
Just matted up and torn. Like, yeah. A lot of my fur torn out. My Kevlar is going to have a bunch of scrapes in it.
Oh, that's a good point. What is the durability of your Kevlar?
Shit. Kevlar is not super durable, if I remember right.
Yeah.
That's a good question. It's not real, like how much durability does the quote get, or is it saved by magic?
Anything?
Oh yeah, that's right. Rating / durability is the same thing. So 1 bashing, 2 lethal.
So it takes 3 bashing a round from scrapes, right?
Okay.
What is its size?
It's size 1. Strength / size 1.
It's gone.
So it just gets torn to shreds?
Yeah, it gets torn to shreds. Yeah, so like it starts scraping, and then you start feeling those metal pellets just kind of like raining over you.
You know, that's dramatically appropriate considering it's like now that I'm legendary, it's such a tiny portion of my defense capacity. I can no longer soak its size. I can soak 1 less than its size.
Kylar. Oh, 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to lasso it. So where do I get minus on?
-6. To
I got a
dexterity,
chance die.
marksmanship.
I get a chance die.
Right? Isn't it fun? 1 in 10 chance to like break your bow or something.
Oh, it's just rope. I'm just
Oh,
throwing
right.
it.
Break your rope. You screw it up, you just lasso fire.
Damn it.
Do you have any epics?
Yes, I do. 10.
There you go.
10 successes?
Hold on. What is your dexterity marksmanship pool together?
It is 4.
Okay, so
Without
it
the
actually
epics.
takes more dice out than you have. So it's your number of successes -2.
So that's 8.
Okay. So you lasso it.
Yeah, well. I'm gonna next round start running the opposite direction and I'm gonna yell to this fucker, "Get off!"
Round 4, you get to the hole.
Okay.
You can see Mahawan like sitting over the top, and the druid is standing there running its hand through Mahawan's fur.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see it kind of cock its head when it sees you, or when she sees you, and kind of makes a motion like, "Where are the others?"
Here's your size.
You start climbing up the rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're dead, just leave them. No.
You just close the hole.
We achieved our objective. They're idiots. That's right.
Yeah, asshole.
That's probably a fair
And the
assessment.
only Scion left in this world.
That we know of.
This better work, you asshole. Calyx going to grab the machete and like vault off the back of the spider and try to grab the rope and run the other way with it.
Okay.
You have epic strength and better work.
I mean, that thing is...
That thing is literally 3 times your size. No, it's
You
more
have
than that.
epic strength.
All right, so
I don't.
who's taking lead on this?
It's
And who's
epic,
assisting?
epic strength.
Okay, so
Yeah.
roll strength athletics. I think at this point the spider is probably keeping its own web to get away from you.
2.
So you clear this.
Okay, so I've got 8. Alrighty then, I'll just do this. You know what? I think I'm definitely going to add a willpower, and since I have extra effort, I can add it as an auto success instead of 3 dice. Which I'm not sure if that's prudent considering how I've been rolling, but I'm going with it. 1, 2, shit. That's 8 successes.
You got 21.
See? You see, you asshole!
So
You were gonna die
you-
if you
you
didn't.
both-
I was not. I
like-
wasn't taking damage.
you both
Yeah.
go flying off your feet as the lasso is trailing behind it, and you're just kind of like dragging along the ground.
Indiana Jones style.
Yes. Dun 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 dun.
Well, the tunnel leads somewhere. You're gonna have to keep going after it.
And so you just hold on to it. I mean, you're not taking enough bashing damage at this point to mess up most armor or anything because you're on the ground.
Or
Yep.
just tumbling.
Hold
Okay.
on to it.
All right. What do you do for the next 3 rounds?
I explained to the druid basically what happened and that we destroyed the device and whatever, and then they decided to stay behind and fight the Spider Lord thing, and
Not that she could know it, but that's not entirely accurate to what Ukalik meant to do. Ukalik wanted to leave. He just got dragged away. It's like, oh, I can't outrun it. Fuck.
Okay, I would like you to make me a wits composure.
But basically she's like, what do you want to do to the druid? But yeah.
Because that's quite a story. It'll take a minute or so to tell.
So wits and composure.
Wits and composure.
Oh, I know what I should do. I can't do it now. I could.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 plus 1 epic, so 8 successes.
So you get about to the point where, and then Ukalik blew the device up, and we were all covered in webbing, and you hear, "Oh God, it's still going! Is that a shaft of light up there?"
Ukalik had an idea for while they were being dragged. It probably would have taken him a round or 2 to think about it, though, to think it up. Which is, hey, you're good at tying loops, right? Starts climbing up the rope towards the spider.
Okay.
Huh?
So you
Tie a really fucking big loop.
Tie a really big fucking big loop.
I'm gonna drop a weight, and he's gonna try to, cut a big rock out of the ceiling.
You want a hatchet? Don't go with
Machete.
it.
I've got a machete. I don't know. Though by the time I've climbed up there,
Should have grabbed one of the
and
maces.
by the time I've thought of the idea and climbed up there, we're probably almost getting to Susha anyways.
are you using Divine Wrath?
Holy Rampage.
Holy Rampage.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Does that cost willpower? Or
It costs a legend.
Which means he's used all his legend.
It happens. Don't worry about it. It's not like I'm a mage.
Fair enough.
So I'll be ignoring 25% of its hardness for I presume that it doesn't have defense. The ceiling doesn't have defense.
No.
2, 3, 4. So that's 9 threshold, right? Against the ceiling. So 9, 4 strength, 2 from the weapon.
We should have grabbed some of those maces from that place.
2, 3, 4.
I think
Six,
maces had better.
7, 8, 9, 10. Holy shit. It's 10. That's 15 lethal damage to the ceiling.
Okay. So, what weapon are you using?
It's a machete.
Okay. Just gonna stick it
I'm
on.
trying to like get enough stuff to fall down that we can like lasso it onto rocks, and maybe that will help actually stop it.
Okay. So you stick the machete up, and it goes right through the roof, like up to the hilt. But there are no huge stones dislodging. It's just like a rain of rocks that come down on top of him.
Science is not something I have points in.
So yeah, you're just kind of like pelted with hail, which is actually stones.
My bad.
You definitely hear this. Like, you hear the most dangerous ruckus, and the druid just kind of looks at you and takes a step away from the hole, and kind of like puts herself in defense, ready to like see what's about to happen. And the spider reaches the hole, and it pauses and begins like trying to climb out the hole.
Drop torch.
Yeah, like right in its head.
Here's a torch on your face.
Okay. So is the goal to murderize this thing till it?
Yep.
I think at this point, if it drags Ukalik past the hole, Ukalik is just going to try to climb out the hole. Because
Okay. So I'm gonna
it
fast
is-
forward a
it's
little
very
bit.
dangerous enemy.
Like at this point, it is just trying to get away from you all. And if you were pursuing it, you will kill it before it can leave the house. Mostly
Wait.
because it can't fit out of the basement. So it's
Well-
climbing to the point where it's stuck in the basement.
We gotta murderize it because I'm not on the other end. I'm gonna have to murderize it to get the fuck out.
that's a fair point. You're down next to the floor
Uh-huh.
on the rope, so you wouldn't even be able to jump up and grab
Well,
it.
my next thought was to climb up the rope and start prying at one of its legs and start cutting it off leg by leg.
All right. So I'd like since we're fast forwarding this and it gets turns 2 and it's so abysmally strong, if you're willing to fast forward at the cost of 1 lethal damage apiece, unsoakable,
Sure.
you can kill it.
Just one.
Sure, why not? Because yeah.
All 3 of us, or
Yeah, all 3.
So
Yeah.
what's that called?
And the druid and Mahlon. Because at this point, Mahlon enters the fray.
Oh yeah, McCollum would be like,
After we get the comic, I'm going to use medicine to try to treat the injury immediately.
I have
It's,
emergency
um,
gear.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I got emergency gear myself.
No.
that's good. The
So-
2 of you can treat each other, and then
Is that
one can
wits?
treat me.
It'd be wits or
Trying to remember. We have a bookmark here for just this reason. Dexterity for emergency, intelligence for if you have time.
okay. So medicine dex. Sweet, I get better auto successes at that shit. And it counts epics, right?
Yep.
13 successes.
Achieving sufficient successes restores 1 health point lost to bashing, in addition to any healing that the character already does under his own power. So you don't have any bashing, but what you've done is you've bandaged yourself in a way that you will heal at twice the speed.
Okay, so I should heal something tomorrow.
Wow.
I just figured out how I'm gonna get my expression here to get all my willpower back. So
Oh, yeah?
we'll go back to the Baron.
4
The whole party.
Okay.
Express
Yeah.
the whole fight.
Well, the lethal, so same as him, I guess.
All I need is one
So
success, right?
Heal at twice the speed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good roll.
Does anybody want to treat Ukalik?
Please.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and.
I actually do have bashing damage.
Should I get 6 dice?
And lethal. And aggravated.
Yeah, poor Bunny looks pretty messed up.
And my
2,
3 armor is just
3,
gone.
Yeah.
13 successes.
Do you have less than 13 bashing?
I do.
All your bashing is
Sweet.
I should say, do you have less than 13 boxes filled with damage?
Yes.
Okay, then all your...
Yeah, I have 10 boxes with damage.
So
in them.
can she use emergency damage to treat the bear also, or no?
Bear's got 1 lethal, so yeah, that would speed it up to heal in a day.
Yeah. Okay.
The druid will treat yourself.
Yeah. 3.
Okay.
4 plus 5, so 9
Okay.
successes. Wow.
So while you're doing that, and after the druid has managed herself, she looks at the spider's carcass and starts examining it, prodding it, poking it, just kind of looking over it. And then you hear a voice in all of your heads, a female voice, as she turns towards you and telepathically projects, "This is a spirit creature."
Explain.
Saoirse also mentions, the thing with the eggs and how they didn't seem natural in the blood ceremony thing they were
Books.
doing and stuff. So.
You can make an occult when she says that.
Hey! I got 3 successes.
I got 1.
1 success.
That's amazing. That's all my dice.
Okay. It should be impossible for a spirit creature to exist in the mortal world.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Well, the world did get torn into 3, so that probably gave it a chance to slip in during the
Or something like
splitting
that.
of the world.
When Sorsha explains the fact that they were bathing it in blood and everything, the druid says, perhaps they were enacting some ritual that could birth it into this world.
Oh, by the way, here's some books I scooped up. I have no idea what the fuck they are. I haven't looked at them.
No doubt be of great use. Perhaps we should retire to a place but better than
More
this
secure.
to peruse them.
There's still spiders down there. So we need to put this back. Kick the stone thing on there.
Okay.
The little ones didn't seem like they were strong enough
Um,
probably to mess with that, did they?
They're pretty strong.
Just for precaution, I say we set the whole house on fire now.
That wouldn't necessarily.
Well, that was the Baron's plan anyway, so why don't you just let him do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's fire creatures down there now.
I don't think he's going to be that long when he hears what's down there.
Oh, right. So great.
You might do it first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Let's go and I'll paint him a picture on how he killed the fucking fire horde.
So you go with the druid to the city hall and explain to
I'm
the
going
Baron.
to use presence.
Fucking wake him up if we have to.
Presence.
It's probably early morning. That exploring down there probably took a while.
Yeah.
Expression, composure for that.
Eloquently describe the epic.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
Recite a ballad about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on that. And then I'm going to spend that and get all my willpower back.
So, not only is he absolutely aghast at the situation, he is actually quite amused at the fact that you have created a poem, a limerick. to explain this to
Sushi
him.
maybe adds like dramatic music to it.
No, not a poem. An Edgar Allan Poe horror story.
Okay, once there's
Like
turn
that
this into a
level.
performance, okay, like just I'll be back in a minute. And he's gonna just like walk outside and get his bow out and just look around for like a pigeon or something. Just
Well, I figure.
Okay.
okay.
So I think we need to start adding a caveat that it has to be in
Story
progression
specific.
of the story.
I'm willing for that.
I will allow him to do that because
That is actually yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you explain this to him, and he says, "We shall burn it down at once." And he orders some of the people in his employ to get oil, and we will burn the house down right now.
Not just burn it. Go get some lava and pour it down there.
I don't think
Transporting
Yeah.
lava is very difficult and
Yeah.
dangerous,
Yeah.
is what he would say to that.
Do you know how many points of lethal damage it does for damage?
So yeah, you sit there and watch as the house burns to the ground, and as that's happening, the druid is just kind of like going over these books, and after morning has come and the house is burnt to ashes, and she's gone through each of the 3 books that you grabbed, she says, "This was an excellent find. Not only can I tell you exactly what city each of these devices is in, I can tell you within a few blocks where they may be."
It's very useful.
Extremely useful.
So, with that,
Guess it's a good thing I didn't leave.
she'll draw you a very rough map. She's not a very good artist of the continent. You guys just took this one out. So each of these cities also has one, except for this one. She says that they believe that the one here has already been dealt with. It was the first one that initiated when the other group deactivated it.
Huh.
And that's when there was only one world. So it deactivated yours as well.
Okay. Let's
Well, the road,
let's head up towards the north
Yeah.
too.
because there's a road that goes right
So
to
this is
it.
basically going back the way we came.
Yeah, we can
okay.
go back past Farthmithravaka and then to those 2 cities.
And-
That northernmost one is Bryn Gui, isn't it?
That one, I believe so.
Yeah. Heading home. Well, heading to where I was born.
Yeah.
No. That's Brinkley.
That one. Okay.
These are both Cacanian cities. This is the city of Illicour. This is where you guys met that mer person.
Yeah.
And this is a very small outpost by the name of Cat. So you guys are planning to go to Illicour first?
I think so.
It's on a road, so it's probably the fast.
And it's closer to another one than that
Yeah.
one on the far right is. So
We just hit around and
Okay.
get that one last.
Sounds like a plan. Alright, 2 XP. Congratulations, you died.
Huzzah!
It's always good to hear.